GG, there's no chicken in those. They're not chicken. Hi. I decided to start early since everybody's here. Welcome to the party. Papa Ron, just ask them what color underwear they're wearing. They'll leave you alone. Hey, everybody. Happy anniversary, Kathy. Oh, let's see. I have to remember to do this and this and this. Dur, 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 dur. Well, I figured, there's already people in the chat. I might as well start. Why wait? I hate waiting. I'm so impatient. You're wearing black panties today. Good to know. You're welcome, Kathy. Kathy, Wes was mean to me last night. And I told him I was going to tell you, and I was going to tell you, and he said, "Well, she already knows." Yeah, because I had put in the chat that we had a black ice warning until 5 o'clock tonight, and he goes, "So stay home, Kodi," and I was like, "I'll always stay home." He goes, "I mean, go out." I was like, "Ah, so you want me to like crash and die on black ice?" I'm telling, and he said, "She already knows." So there, I ratted out Wes. Haha. Kiss a sheep, Wes. Yeah, definitely come a long way, baby. I know, right? He's so mean. The other morning when I didn't have any cigarettes and my hands were hurting real bad, I wasn't typing in Victoria's chat or even messaging her. And people were wondering if I was okay. So, I messaged her and let her know. But before she got the message, Wes put in the thing that I might be in a casket somewhere. I'm like, nice. Such a brat. It's nice to know I have a casket with my name on it. At least I know I have somewhere to go. So as I was just saying on Susanna's, he is a brat. He definitely is. This is what my mom got me for my birthday. And it's really pretty. Yeah, Wes loves his Cody bear. Yeah, he sure does all right. Loves me to death, he does. It's really, I don't know if you'll be able to. Yeah, you can kind of see him. See the pretty colors? Rainbows. Yay. It's heavy. But yeah, I'll be putting that together during my show. So if I'm distracted and I don't see somebody say something in the chat, that's why I'm reading the instructions with a magnifying glass. Because they're minuscule and either my eyes are getting worse or they're printing things much tinier. Who's a robot? I'm a robot? Well, that's not good. Not true. My parts are all natural. Except when I use the fake leg. And I'm not kidding. I do have magnifying glass. Oh, the package looks like a robot is in there? Yeah. It does. It does. Arc Fox kit. Prism Rainbow is the color. Yeah, you're all natural except for that stolen halo that you're always hauling around. A tree. Okay. Kathy, why are you putting a tree? Yeah, some of them are, Pepper. Why does this thing need an up down button? See, this is so confusing. Why does something a vape need an up down button? Floss panties. Ugh, bras are designed by the devil. Not the dibble, the devil. Oh. Kathy, you're funny. Press button. What the hell? There will be a lot of commentary while I try and put this thing together. Because some of these things make no sense to me. None. I'll get used to it, but it just initially it's kind of like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Okay, I'm pushing the button and nothing is happening. Huh. Okay, well, there's a press button and I have no idea what it does. Good to know. I know the whole top of this thing swung open on me earlier and I had to click it to close it. So maybe it releases it, but the button's not releasing anything. It's because the top swings open so you can fill it. I did figure out how to put the batteries in it, so I figured, I was ahead of the game there. I'm reading the instructions, Debbie or Bobby. Not reading the chat very well, but I am reading the instructions. Actually, I'm just reading the list of where all the parts are, like the little diagram thing. Sorry, Debbie. I said Debbie instead of Bobby. Seems to be my day for switching words. And the other thing my daughter did is the batteries that she gave me are fully charged, so I don't have to wait to use it once I get it put together. So that's a good thing. Bibble. Well, you're already Dibby and Dibble and yeah, I renamed Bobby. Don't leave YouTube, Bobby. We love you. Bibble Wibble. Okay. This Bobby. No, you're not. Hmm. I have a baggie with these little pieces in it, and I don't know what they're for. And it doesn't tell me. No, but we could Joplin Ramp. You mean how he can spell some people's names correctly, but screws up other people when they're like right where he's typing? Yeah. Talk me out of it like Hopefree. Yeah, I don't talk him out of it either. I say bye. Don't let the door hit you where the God split you. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming out. It doesn't tell me what these little things are for. Er. Well, I guess they're like little colored. There's two red rubber bands, and then there's a white disc thing, rubbery disc thing, and I guess that's when you change the coil or something, or maybe the tank. I do not know. Let's see if this thing just goes together and works. That'd be nice. Damn, this thing's huge. Look at this thing. I can't even hold it in like my hand. Look, look how big it is. Thing's huge. It's massive. You could hurt somebody with this thing. Okay. Okay, found the airflow thing. Now I just got to figure out how to get the little push button is to open the top of it so you can fill it, but it's a vape. It's a mod. I've never used one, so right, TG, very few and far between. Did I have those moments? They were nice though. But I can't get the fucking thing open. Hmm. Guess I should have left it open when it was open. I don't know, Debbie. I'm not I'm not that versed on mods. I've always just used a vape pen. Oh, let's see if there's some trick to opening this stupid thing. Hold the tank with one hand, press the button, and turn the top counterclockwise to expose the filling port. I did that. It's not turning, it's turning the whole tank. Yeah, and the button's not pushing in enough or something. This is what happens when you have hands that don't work right. I can't get it open. Hey, Larry. Yeah, I can't get it open. Huh? Yay. That's awesome. See if I put on one of my gloves, maybe I can get a better grip on it. Because how frustrating is that going to be when I run out of cigarettes and I can't get the mod open to put the juice in it? That would suck. Yep, I got it. I needed the gloves. Okay, now we know. Well, it's slippery. Does anyone else use a mod? Like with juices? Like can you only use the juices for that mod or can you use any juice with them? Hey, Eric. Thanks. Hi, Ted. There's got to be a video on it. Yeah, right. Okay, this is awesome. I read the diagram, right? I looked at everything, and it's that. Oh, there it is. Fire key. Alrighty then, because I was like, where the hell is the fire key? Oh my god. Yeah. Mods can run at different power levels for different mixes. Great. Well, I do have the my mom did get me a bottle of the well, my daughter picked me up. When she picked up the mod, she picked up a bottle of juice. So I assumed that the place she went to wouldn't have given her juice that couldn't be used. Ironic. The brand on the brand is Naked. Tobacco Naked for the juice. Isn't it ironic? And it's a big enough damn bottle, so we'll probably just use that. I still have some of my other juice left, but I think this will last for a while. You think? Freaking huge. Although my mom told my daughter to tell them I was a heavy smoker. I'm really not. Um, heavy smokers like 5 packs a day. So I'm more like 3 packs in a 24-hour period because I don't sleep. Yeah. So this is a 12 milligram mix. So it will probably last me a lot longer than because I smoke full flavors and I smoke about 3 packs in a 24-hour period. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depends on how my life is going at the time. What was the other stuff that I had? The other juice that I got. Really? 3 packs in 24 hours is heavy smoker? Oh, well, I guess it's weaker than the stuff that I had before. That explains a lot. The other stuff I had was 24 milligrams. So this is about half of the other juice that I had. So that should be fine. Well, it would sound heavy to somebody who doesn't smoke. The guy across the street, Ronnie, smokes 5 or 6 packs of cigarettes a day. I don't know how the hell he can afford it because he smokes a name brand. I'm like, holy shit. I smoke Senecas. They're cheaper. Yeah. The tank on this thing is absolutely massive. But it's not in a day, it's in a 24-hour period. Huh. Well, okay, I'm a heavy smoker. I've smoked the same amount since I was like, I don't know, 15. Although back when I was 15 and on, I actually slept. So that was about a pack and a half a day during the day for like 12 hours or whatever. And hi, Rhonda. All right. So let's see if I can fill this thing without getting stuff everywhere. I'll use the juice that the place gave my daughter. You can hear him. You can hear him hacking up a lung all the way down the street. Yeah, Kathy, it's bad. And I'm like, I asked my neighbor because he lives with Donnie, the one that gives me the lectures. And I'm like, how come you don't lecture him? He's like, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, see, I'm the only one in the neighborhood that he lectures. Hey, April. Wow. Oh, you add your own flavoring. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. This is called, it's by Naked, Tobacco Naked, and it's called American Patriots. It doesn't smell that bad, but then again, I don't know what it'll taste like, but it's a 60, I believe it's 60 milliliters. I think I read that on here somewhere. Hold on, I gotta get my magnifying glass again. My eyes can't see these tiny little words. Yeah, nicotine strength 12 milligrams. Keep away from children and pets. You hear that, dog? You're not allowed to use my mod. Peel here. I don't want to peel here. Yep, 60 milliliters, 2 fluid ounces. Well, the one stuff that I got from the place that Robin had given me the link to or told me about, Perfect Vape. Robin said their lemon pound cake was really good, and I did get some of that, and it was really good. Dibble. You're so silly. All right. Oh, well, this is so much easier to fill than the vape pens. The little nozzle thing fits right in there. Nice. Stuff doesn't want to come out of the bottle, but at least it fits in there. Sorry, toilet water, I can't hear you. What? This stuff's gonna last a real long time if it won't come out of the damn bottle. The hell? You got some in there. It's like a hard plastic bottle, so it doesn't want to squish. How annoying. And of course, my table's slippery, so my fucking mod's going all over the place. I'm gonna end up making a mess. Not happy. Yeah, Kathy, I was doing that, but trying to get my neighbor to go get tobacco and tubes, giving him instructions and directions, and it's not happening. He's got memory issues. So, okay. Ted, well, I guess I filled it about 3/4 of the way. Guess that's enough. All right. Okay. Hey, Darlene. Welcome to Kodi trying to figure out how to use a mod. All the devices off. Oh. Wow. It's a good thing I'm reading the instructions. While the device is powered off and without pressing the fire key, inhale on the drip tip. Drip tip. They should really reword these things. 2 to 3 times to draw the e-liquid into the coil. Prime the coil before using optimizes the vaping experience and avoids burning the coil. Good to know. Okay. So without pressing any buttons. That feels weird. Okay, hope I did it right because that was just weird. Although I did realize by doing that that I had the oxygen flow level thing open way too far. So that has been adjusted. All right. According to instructions, it has been primed. It's always good to prime before you use things, right? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. While the device is off, quickly press the fire key 5 times in 2 seconds. Wow. Be a little more specific to turn it on. The screen displays the model and the version number and then enters the main interface. Okay. When things have an interface, it starts to scare me. Interface. If this thing starts reading my emails, I'm not going to be happy. hmm. Before vaping, check that the drip tip is clean. Do not inhale if the drip tip is dirty or contains foreign objects. You know, there are so many places I could go with that. Press the fire key 3 times to enter the menu setting interface. And long press the fire key to exit. Press up and down button to switch between power, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Press the fire key to select setting options and press up and down button. Why can't you just turn the fucking thing on and use it? Why is this so complicated? Hey, Brad. Oh my God. Choose whether to clear the number of puffs or not? What the fuck? Okay. This is why I like the vape pen. You turn the fucking thing on, you check your power setting, and you go. Oh my God. Set initial resistance. Set the TC preheating power range. Choose whether to clear the number of puffs or not. I don't know what any of that means. I know, right, Bobby? It's like, let's make it so complicated that you don't know how to use the damn thing. I don't know what any of that means. Locking the data adjustment function avoids accidentally modifying any settings. How do you? Well, I suppose if you put it in your pocket, it could like push buttons. But the hell? If this thing starts resetting itself, I'm leaving. I'm just leaving it here. It can have the computer, the house, the dog, everything. I'm leaving. See, this is the easy part. Step 5 is vaping. While the device is on, put the device in your mouth and inhale while pressing the fire key. See, that's how simple it should be. Okay. Do not vape for more than 8 seconds. A time over notification will occur if vaping exceeds 8 seconds. So if you vape for more than 8 seconds, a fucking alarm is gonna go off on this thing. Hi, Lisa. Unbelievable. Puff settings. Why is this so complicated? It spies on you. The device counts the amount of puffs that are taken. Why do you have to do any of this? It's like having a babysitter on your vape. Oh, and you can switch theme colors. Fucking thing has color themes. It's a disco. What the hell? And it doesn't tell me what any of those little settings mean. Oh, appendix for key functions. That helps. Well, right, TG? An alarm has never gone off for that. Yeah, Brad, this thing is confusing the shit out of me. And it's still not telling me what all those little numbers were. Important safeguards. It's already got an alarm on the damn thing. Hey, Mr. Jim, Miss Joni. I mean, like, power mode. Settings option 1, select the working mode. I don't know what working mode is. Setting option 2, set the initial resistance. Don't know what that's for. Setting 3 is choose whether to clear the number of puffs or not. I don't know why it's counting how many times I puff the damn thing anyway. And then TC mode is TC-NI, TC-TI, TC-SS. What the fuck is all that? It doesn't tell me. Anywhere in this little book does it tell me what the hell that is. These instructions are not complete. I give up. Doing all right, doing all right. Just trying to figure out how to use the mod thing that my mom got me for my birthday, and obviously it's frustrating the crap out of me. And this should be good. I know, right? You need a doctorate in freaking physics or something to figure out what the hell this is. When not to use, the product must always be stored in a secure location out of reach of children and away from animals. In a dark, dry, well ventilated indoor environment away from direct sunlight. Well, that's my room, except it's not overly well ventilated, but the room's big enough. At room temperature, separate and away from food and drink, separate and away from medical products and medication. In a secure upright position on a flat surface to prevent falling over and e-liquid leakage. Well, nobody likes e-liquid leakage. No, I don't need it plugged into my computer. I'm not on any site. I'm reading the instructions out of the book. If the product is not going to be used for 2 to 3 days, well, we don't have to read that part. Hey, Carl. No, my daughter actually gave me what we thought were spare batteries, and she had already charged them. And then I opened the box while my mom was here, and I was like, "Well, Mom, those are not spare batteries because no batteries came with it." She was not happy, apparently, considering how much she apparently paid for it. So she feels that batteries should have come with it. Oh, and then it's in tous les éléments de votre artbox. Then we have instructions in French, which I could probably actually translate, but I don't need to because if I don't understand them in English, I know, Mr. Jim. I got the email. Was it yesterday? And I checked the tracking number today while I was on Susanna's show. And it's going to be here on my birthday. Thank you. I'm so excited. Yeah, this didn't say anything about plugging it into the. I mean, I do have a plug for it to charge it. I guess. I don't know. You know what? Nowhere in the instructions did it say anything about the charger. Matter of fact, it didn't even give that in the. Wait, yeah, I see a little picture of it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's a charging cable. So luckily, the thing's all set to go, battery powered. Thanks, Carl. You're brilliant too. I'm not feeling brilliant right now because this stupid vape mod thing is confusing my brain. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, Eric, true. There are probably larger instructions, but I went through the trouble of getting the damn magnifying glass out of my studio, so I was determined to use it. Yeah, well, apparently I was able to press it for 5 seconds, and I can't read the damn thing on the screen. A 100%, B 100%, power 5 watts. So is 5 watts good? I don't know. Cool, Carl. Your audio was killing me, Carl. I don't know if you just had bad connection or what the other night when I was there, but your audio was cutting out and garbled and stuff. It was killing my head. So that's why I couldn't stay too long, but I did want to stop in and say hey. Hey, Steven. Okay. Um, back to the book. Oh, there we go. I don't know what power setting would be good. It started off at 5. You don't know your name, Debbie? Have you been hanging out with Hofree? Kevin, are you changing people's names again? Oh, it's an Arc Fox. Yeah, it says Arc Fox kit on it. It's by Smoke, SMOK. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I can see them, but I don't know anybody named Randy or Stan or Gertrude or Phyllis. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, Paul. This thing is very confusing. Better one. Okay, well, that didn't work. I don't know. This is actually going to start frustrating me in a minute. Like, seriously frustrating me. Yeah, that would be it. I'm glad she didn't give me the red one. Or the yellow one, too. But it's not actually, I can't, it's not vaping. It's just every time I hit the key that I'm supposed to use in order to vape, I just had the function thing come up. And I already locked it, so it's not supposed to change the settings, but it still is. The wattage isn't changing. But hey, Jen. But it's not kicking on to actually vape. So that's a bit annoying because, it's sitting here going, use me, and I can't. Yeah, nothing. All it does is a little screen comes on again. So my mom would probably be mad if I like got in the wheelchair, went outside, and threw this out in the street, right? Uh, no, I'm not gonna play the video on my live. I mean, it's got the wattage, and then it's got ohms, volts, puff, and time, and all that stuff pops up on the screen every time I hit the. Shut up, Paul. Every time I hit the button that you're supposed to use to vape with, that pops up on the little screen, and nothing else happens. So I don't know. Shut up, Paul. Neither is telling me what's not good for me. Yeah, I am. Thank you. It's a good thing I'm not having a nicotine fit right now. I'm good. I still have cigarettes left, so. Okay. Even the power off isn't working. Press and hold the fire key for 5 seconds. Still holding. Still holding. Still holding. Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, time over. I got timed out holding the button down to turn the machine off, but it's still on. The machine is still on. It won't turn off. Yeah. Okay. Now it's starting to piss me off. So I'm going to put that to the side and tell it to fuck off for right now. Put all my little things away in the box. I mean, I can't put the machine in the box because it's got vape in it. It's got liquid in it now, but I can put everything else in there. And yeah, it is. Well, this is why I like vape pens. I knew that the mods were more complicated than the vape pens. That's why I didn't want to bother with them, but it was a gift from my mom, and it is cheaper than cigarettes, so it's going to be way cheaper than cigarettes if I can't use it. I'm still here. I just have to make noise. I got to get the cats some food, so. Oh yeah, Kevin, it absolutely is. It's an awesome gift. I don't know if you saw it. Um, see, it's all pretty colors. It's called Prism Rainbow, so it's all pretty colors. See, I got my liquid in there, and it's gorgeous looking. It just won't work. Well, it's operator error. I know it is, so I'll get it figured out eventually. Hopefully, before I run out of cigarettes. Bye, Paul. Run, right? Well, no, she was thinking that, it'll save me money from getting cigarettes, and I guess my daughter's been using one. My older daughter that lives with her is using the same vape. So that's why she got this one, because she used it. And yeah, I know. Simplest thing would be to ask my daughter how it works, except my daughter doesn't talk to me, so that doesn't work. Um, but yeah, she got me the vape and spare coils, a spare coil, which is pretty cool. Um, there's 3 pieces in here, so I guess there's 3 of them. And my daughter gave me 2 batteries to go with it, which she thought were going to be extra. Yeah, she doesn't talk to me, but she's giving me a birthday present. It's cool. And she went and got it for my mom because my mom said she wouldn't have known what to grab. Um, and it turns out there were no batteries with the vape. My mom is not happy about that. She said, for the amount I paid for that, it should have come with batteries. And I'm like, okay. Um, but she did charge them before she, gave them to my mom to wrap up for my birthday. So it is a very nice gift. It is, and a big bottle of the liquid, e-liquid, the juice. 60 fluid ounces. That thing will last me forever. So it'll last even longer if I can't get the vape to work, right? So it is a very, very nice present, and I fully appreciate it. I knew the mods were more complicated, which is why I always stuck to vape pens, because it's like push the button and go. Right. I'll get it figured out. I will get it figured out. Wow. Okay. Sorry, curiosity's sake, because my mom kept saying how expensive it was, I just looked it up, and the one place is having a sale, and it's still really expensive even on sale, but not on sale. Wow. So I definitely have to figure out how to use it. Mm. I mean, vape should not be as complicated as getting a new phone. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out where all the buttons are and how this works and how that works. Mm, should not. There's a way to change the color scheme too, which I'm gonna have to do because right now it's like orange, and I don't like orange. Yeah, Debbie, I will. I have it pulled up. It's on a tab. Just paused so I can watch it. Craziness. Yeah, she called me. She called me while um I was on Susanna's show actually, and she's like, "How's it working?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't taken it out of the box yet." She goes, "Oh, well, call and let me know how it is." So I can't call her until I figure out how to use it because I'm not gonna call her and say, "Well, it's complicated and I have no idea what I'm doing." Yeah, no, it you push the fire key, the long key, the one that you use to vape, and like the up button or something, and then you can change the color scheme. I think that's what it said. I don't know. I put the instructions away. I was like, "Ugh, I don't even want to look at this tiny little book anymore." That would be cool though. If every time you push the key, it changed color. That would be very cool. So I should be okay with this. I got an extra tank and I have an extra coil in the box that the vape came with. Plus, my mom got me 3 extra coils, so it, it should be okay for a while. Quite a while. Yay! Yeah, just wait until I have to change the coil on the damn thing. I'll have to do that on a live too, so y'all can be amused. That should be fun. Err. I got stuff falling all over the place here. I'm a fucking mess. What the hell? Back in the box. Back in the box, bitch. Damn. So how's everybody's Wednesday going? Everybody doing all right? Welcome back, Darlene. Let's see. Theme color setting. Press fire key and up button simultaneously to switch theme colors. I don't know if I want to touch it yet. Nah. Well, that works, Debbie. Welcome back, toilet water. Yeah, my mom wasn't here for too long. But just before she got here and while she was here a little bit, I was setting up design for I'm not sure if I'm going to turn it into a ring or a pendant, but I was getting out some stuff to work with a copper disc, copper circle that I'm going to use pearlized glass cabochons on and Swarovski crystals. So I've got the stones, the bezel cups, and the circle. I don't know. I might do some metal stamping on it too. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. Still working on the design. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it a circle either. I do have metal shears, so I can change the shape of it. Hey, Sharon. Nice, Darlene. Huh, shocking. You're going to be working on more beaded artwork. Yeah. So I have that design I'm working on. I had to finish Susanna's pendant, and then I'm going to see about switching to silver if everything goes well and I don't have any complications with my soldering. If I still have complications with soldering, which is why I'm doing glass cabochons, besides that, it's copper. So unless someone requests a pricier stone with copper, I'll be using the lower end, not low end stones, but the more common stones with copper, like sodalite, tiger's eye, things that are common and inexpensive to get. I have a ton of tiger's eye cabochons, so but if everything goes well, then I will move on and start making some silver things. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Yeah. Sing it. Nope. All right. Don't mind me, I'm just reading. Carry on. See, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm back to it. Oh, they have purple. Change the color to purple. That works for me. So that worked. Ah, but I can't get out of this screen and it still won't be. So I don't know. Hey, Susie. I don't get it. Kathy,
Hey.
happy anniversary.
Aw. I see the balloons. That's for your birthday, though.
Yep. Well, they work for
Yay!
you
I
too.
can't wait. It's
They
all
work for you
mine.
too. I'll share my
I
balloons with
know.
you.
Aw, thank you. Hey,
Carolyn,
y'all.
yeah. Debbie found a video, Carolyn, so I've already got it keyed up. But I can't even turn the damn thing off. I
What
can't
will we do
power it off.
without YouTube?
Yeah, I can't power it on. I'm following the instructions, and I'm just supposed to hold the damn key down, and it's not powering off. I'm supposed to hold the key down for 5 seconds, and all it does is tell me time over, and it's still on. I cannot turn the damn thing off. I don't get it.
Aw. That's like me. That would happen to me. I don't.
And I'm down to 97% on my one battery, so apparently battery A wears out faster than battery B.
Holy moly.
Yeah. But I did turn the interface purple,
Right on.
so that's something, right?
Hey, it's all good as long as it lights up purple. Who gives a crap what it does, right? No, I'm
Right?
kidding. I'm just saying. As long as it's purple.
Yeah.
I can't
get
see
it.
the chat, so I didn't say hi to everybody individually. I'm sorry.
Everybody, Kathy says hi.
I'm just letting him know.
I mean, I can't. It's supposed to change screens when you click the fire key, and it's not switching screens. I'm stuck on the same screen. So, yeah, I'm
It
gonna have
has
to
a
watch the video.
screen.
Yeah, there's a screen, like a little
Oh,
computer screen on it.
yikes. That's complicated.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'll show you. I will show you if it shows up. I'll show you. See it?
God, that's huge.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I
See
see it.
right there?
Ah, my
It's like a
neighbor
little
has one of
digital.
those.
Yeah, it's a little digital readout, and I can't switch it out of this to get into the different settings.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, watch the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'd quit by now.
I know. Well, the only reason I picked it up again was to change the colors and just on and off whim. I mean, I read the instructions again on how to switch the modes. Menu settings, press the fire key 3 times to enter the menu setting. Menu interface. And long press the fire key to exit. Well, I did that, and all that does is just time me out. I can't. That's also how you're supposed to turn it off. Hey, leave the dog alone, bitch cat. And then you're supposed to press the up and down to switch between power, the TC, TI, TCNI, and TCSS, which I have no idea what those are. And it doesn't tell me, but I can't get to those screens. So I did that. I did everything it told me to do, and it's not working. So
We'll
I
try
am
to
Bill.
figure.
So I will wait and I will watch the video, and hopefully that will help.
Hey, Emva.
I'm usually really good with following directions and instructions and stuff like that, like tutorials.
Me too. Yeah.
And I'm
But that
doing
looks
it.
complicated.
Yeah, well, I'm doing exactly what it's telling me to do, and it's not working. So
Faulty.
it better
You'll
not be.
figure it out, though. You'll figure it out.
It
Then you'll
better
be
not.
a pro at it.
Yeah, it better not be faulty because I already put the e-liquid in it, and if I have to take it, have to have my mom take it back or whatever, it's going to be another week because she won't be here until next week.
Oh, that's right. Aw.
And I'm on my last pack of 6. So this damn
Yikes.
thing better work.
It will. You'll figure it out. Oh my
It's so
God.
pretty though because the metal is like the stainless steel that's treated, so it's rainbow colors. So
Nice.
it's all purpley and green and blue. Pretty.
Groovy.
So
I am in so much pain right now, y'all. I'm just putting up
aw,
a face right now. I'm just saying.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God. No, I just had to say it to make myself remember that I'm okay.
I'm in pain right now too because the bitch cat has decided to lick a hole in my leg. What are you doing? This
I'm
cat, this
sorry.
cat, this
He's
cat
trying to
has
lick a hole in your leg.
well, that's what it feels like with that sandpaper
I know.
tongue, man. She's
Yeah.
licking the same spot over and over and over. I'm like, ow. You know, she has not bothered me since my last live. She hasn't come anywhere near me except like to bother me when she wants food.
It's because
And
you're talking.
yeah, now there's food down. I already gave it to her, and
She's like, oh, you're giving attention to somebody. It's not me.
but this is the cat that doesn't want the attention.
Well, those are the kind that want the attention when you don't want to give it or can't
Yeah,
give
she's
it.
gonna get more. She's gonna get more attention than she bargained for. And Bill said, "Sorry, Kathy. Hope you're feeling better."
Aw, thank you. I didn't mean to mention it. I just like I had to say it. I don't know if anybody realizes. I don't know. Never mind. Sometimes when you're in a lot of pain, just saying it, I don't know, makes it feel a little better. I don't know.
Mhm. No, I totally get
But
it.
but that's why it's taking me so long to get up on here because I'm like I took a pain pill, a
Hmm.
tramadol, and yeah.
Yeah, Tramadol's never had any effect on me whatsoever.
Yeah, they have very little effect on me, but it does dull it some, and I'm just waiting for it to kick in. But I didn't want to leave you, hanging because
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, I'm not like that.
Yeah,
If I can help it.
at one point I was on my Lyrica, I was on lower tabs, I was on time release morphine, I was on Tramadol. Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
I
I
st-
used
and I
to.
still
Yeah.
hurt. So,
Yep.
I mean, I was on um 10 750s for the lower tabs, and that was for breakthrough pain. The time release morphine was 30 milligrams 3 times a day. I was on enough pain meds to put down a good sized elephant, and I was still hurting.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
I used to be on OxyContin 80 milligrams. And then I
but I'll
would
tell
have
you,
Oxy IR for breakthrough pain. But I got
oh,
off all of that crap.
Bill, she uses the real gummies, not the CBD gummies.
Oh, I use the real gummies too. It's just that for some reason today I'm having it because of the weather or the fact that I shoveled the driveway and the walk twice
Oh yeah,
in
that'll do it.
24 hours. That's what's going on. It's aggravating it more than usual because normally I can tolerate a lot of pain, but
Yeah,
today I want to just scream.
yeah, I remember shoveling. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, not fun. And it was wet. It snowed and then it iced over and then it snowed and then it freezing rained and
Yep.
then it snowed some more. So it was like
We're
lifting wet, heavy stuff.
we're supposed to get more snow
We
Friday.
are too tomorrow. Great.
I don't want snow.
I just can't see myself going out diving tonight though. I can't. I mean, I can't even imagine
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
don't.
I
No,
need to, but
if you're
I
hurting
can't.
that bad, then don't. I mean,
Yeah,
if you end up putting yourself out of commission, for a while, it's going to be
yeah,
more harmful in the long run. So,
exactly. Yeah. No, I know. Sometimes I do go out when I shouldn't, but I've started understanding my limits and, it just has to be that way.
yeah. She's in like the middle of the East Coast, Enville. She doesn't really like to give her location out loud.
Yeah, I'm sorry because I have an ex-husband who's crazy.
Yeah, she's about midway on the East Coast. Thereabouts.
Well, that narrowed it down.
Yeah. I know.
Well, it really did, but it's okay. It's cool. I don't think he's hanging out in here right now, but you never know.
Well, you know what? If he is, go fuck yourself. There you go. And TG gave you lots of prayers and hearts and says, "Love you, girl."
Love you too.
Yeah, in the USA. Yeah.
Well, you know, my mom can't do it. I mean, I wouldn't let her anyway, even if she could do it.
Right.
But, I don't know. I might have to break down and hire the guy who shovels my neighbor's next door. She's 80 something. I mean, she still mows her lawn and all that stuff, but she has him come and shovel her snow for her. The only problem is that we don't park the car in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the garage. We park it on the driveway.
Yeah.
And with plows coming through, you can't park your car on the side of the road. So, and my mom is worried that, you know, he'll scratch the car, yada, yada. I know, I get it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do something, though.
Enville's in Eastern Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, I was going to say, Enville's in Canada. She's probably freezing her britches off with lots of snow.
And Toilet Girl said, "F you, Mr. Kathy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a nice person.
Canada can get some pretty harsh winters up there.
Heck yeah, they can. Especially, well, I think most of it, but yeah.
That's why my dad finally had enough, because he's from Canada, and then he lived in Massachusetts, and he finally had enough and moved to South Carolina. And then bitched about how nobody could drive.
Right? When I lived in the South, holy moly, everything shut down for an inch of snow or flurries. We used to get out of school. If you even saw one little snowflake, they were like, school's closed, go home.
Yep.
Because they don't have the equipment to deal with snow down there. They don't have snow plows and salt mines and all that stuff, or not mines, but salt domes and all that stuff that we have.
Yeah. I mean, Larry was saying that the South Carolina governor or whatever declared a state of emergency like 3 days before the storm even hit.
Yeah.
That's how we do here in South Carolina.
Yeah, it was fun growing up in the South.
Oh, really, Emville? Yeah.
Well, when I lived in Wisconsin, I mean, you know, we used to get a couple of feet sometimes, and they'd plow it, and you would just drive around on a couple of inches of snow everywhere.
Yep.
On the, you know, the side roads and stuff to your neighborhood, not the main roads. But so I learned to drive pretty good up there.
I lived through the blizzard of 76. 78. Blizzard of 78. That was fun. The snow was taller than I was.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we've had
some. Oh, go ahead.
We got like 5 feet of snow or something during the blizzard.
Yeah. In 1997, when I still lived in Tennessee, and my parents had moved here, we were fixing to come here to visit, me and my first husband, not the one who's stalking me, but we were going to come here, and our flight kept getting delayed because we had snow in Tennessee, and they had a massive ice storm and snowstorm here back in 97. And my mom and dad didn't have electricity for about a week. And finally, we went ahead and got on the plane and came. And while we were driving home from the airport to my parents' house, the electricity came back on. I was like, thank God.
Yeah. Well, people are complaining now about all the snow everywhere because there are states that are getting snow that don't usually get snow. So, I mean, look at what happened last year in Texas, you know?
Right?
I'm going
to keep my lips zipped, though, right, for that.
Weather changes.
Yeah.
But global warming is a myth.
Right?
Yeah.
The VA is coming tomorrow to pick up. I hope, well, we're supposed to get snow. And the VA I had already scheduled a pickup. Monday they came and I didn't have anything because it snowed, and normally they don't come when it snows.
Yeah.
So I have to put out some stuff for tomorrow, and I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to stick it out there anyway. They'll probably come. I have to get the stuff out of the car.
Yeah, I hear you, Bill. Yeah, no, we don't have any snow removal vehicles around here. We just had to wait until it all melted. And my mom said that they still have way more snow over on her side of town than we have here. So my neighbor did try and get what snow was left on the ramp off, but it was like hard. It had frozen, so he was chipping away at it, but he ended up just helping my mom get the groceries up the ramp and made sure she didn't fall, which was very nice of him.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I don't need my mom falling and breaking a hip or anything else, you know.
Right? I know.
So I'm still here. I just got to mute for a minute.
Okay. I used to get excited when I would leave for work because I used to work night shift. Sometimes I would end up getting behind a snowplow because we would have a huge snow, and I'd be thankful to be stuck behind the snowplow because at least I knew I could drive behind them and not be in any trouble, usually with the snow and ice. And I can't see the chat, so I don't know what to say. Cody's pulling a Kevin on me. Let's see if I can pull up the chat.
I'm still here. I just had to make noise and.
Oh, that's okay.
What I used to look forward to was being behind tow trucks because my vehicles always broke down. And I always made sure as a CVO that I was friends with tow truck drivers. Because for some reason there was a period of like 3 or 4 years when I consistently locked my damn keys in my car.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know why. I even tried being smart and leaving a spare set of keys in my purse. And I ended up locking my purse in the car with both sets of keys. I'm like, But luckily, my friends that drove tow trucks, I was able to call them and they were able to come out with a Slim Jim and get my car open. They were like, we're going to start charging you for this. I'm like, no, you're not. Well, I would also ride shotgun with them sometimes, like if they had to do repos or something. And
Right.
they need somebody to watch their back because some people get very upset when you repo their vehicle. And
really?
So they need backup because when you're hooking up a vehicle, you can't, defend yourself if someone comes flying at your back. So
right.
I'd be standing out there with a baseball bat, watching their back while they hooked up vehicles to repo.
Wow.
So I paid for my lock service, okay?
Right.
And yes, we did get some irate people, but they saw me standing there with a baseball bat, me going, and what do you think you're gonna fucking do? And they'd be like, I was like, I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna watch your car get repoed. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna stand over there and you're gonna behave yourself. You should have paid your fucking bill. Not one of them tried for me either. They were like, nope, bitch got a bat. I'm staying over here.
Oh my gosh. I can honestly say I've never had my car break down myself. Now, I've been with my mom when a tire blew. We were waiting for AAA. But other than that, my entire life, the only time I ever ran out of gas was when I was 16 coming home from a football game because, I don't know, I was a dumb teenager and I thought I could get home. I couldn't.
Hi, Lizzie.
Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I have had an interesting life. So I'm glad that I had it when I was younger and could, relish the memories now because now I can't do a damn thing. So, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
how intimidating is somebody going to be sitting out there in a wheelchair with a bat? You know what I mean?
I don't know. You'd scare me. But that's because I know you.
Well, I pop that leg off and start swinging it at people. That could be pretty scary,
There you go. Sit there in your wheelchair without any kind of weapon and then pull your leg off and start swinging.
right? Come at me, bro. Yeah, Bobby, I don't have to watch those shows. I lived some of those shows.
Oh my goodness. No, I should knock on wood after saying that.
Yeah. Well,
There
I
we
mean, I
go.
always, I never had a lot of money to get cars, so my cars were usually,
Oh, me either. No,
it'll
I
run
know.
for a week and then it's going to need repair. So,
Right.
you know, or I get
Believe
a
me,
couple of,
I've driven them to the point where they should probably break down, but luckily they didn't. So,
I drove one literally into the ground, although it was my husband's car. And in hindsight, I don't feel horrible about it given what happened, but at the time I felt really bad. Um, because we had to go to court. He had a child support payment issue, meaning his issue was he didn't pay it and he had to go to court.
mhm.
And so we drove from Lowell, Massachusetts to Air, which is where the court was for him. And the car started making all kinds of weird, funky noises about three-quarters of the way there. So we got there early. So he took a look at it and it needed something that we did have the money for. Well, I had the money for it. He didn't have any money. I had money.
Right.
And it was a pretty important part. And the judge ended up telling him he had to do 30 days for non-payment of child support. And he was literally begging the judge to let a court officer or a police officer go out with him so he could get the part, which was across the street. There was an auto parts place across the street, to get the part and put it on the car so I could get home.
Oh my goodness.
And the judge wouldn't let him do it.
Wow.
So I was like, what am I supposed to do? He goes, just drive it as far as you can and then call somebody to come get you. I don't want you to leave my car here because if you leave it in a court parking lot, of course, it's going to get towed. I'm like, okay. Well, I got it home. And as I pulled up in front of our apartment, the car went bang and stopped moving. I cracked the block in that car so bad.
Oh
There was oil
man.
in the radiator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was definitely found on road dead after that. I forget what kind of car it was, but it was definitely a Ford after that. Um, and he was so mad. I'm like, well, what did you want me to do? You told me to drive it until it stopped, so I did. He's like, I can't believe you cracked it so bad. There's oil in the radiator. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I mean, the car literally almost fell in half.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, well, your rap should have paid you child support. This wouldn't have been a problem, would it?
Right?
Because well, you had the money. I said, I didn't give birth to that child. I'm busy supporting my own children.
Oh my gosh.
You know? Mm-mm. Besides, I didn't even know about her until after we were married.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah.
because I'm the kind of person, if you go into a relationship with someone you know has kids and they have to pay child support, then you go in knowing they have to pay that child support. So as their spouse, you would help them with that, right?
Right.
Which is what I used to tell Issa all the time when she bitched about paying John's child support. And I was like, you went into it knowing he had kids.
That's right.
But I didn't even know about her until about 2 weeks after we were married.
Yikes.
So I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not taking responsibility for that. You didn't even tell me. And he was cheating on me at the same time. So whatever. But fun. Honestly, I should not have gotten married. He married the wrong person too, because he was with the girl he cheated on me with. He was with her for 17 years.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, you married the wrong girl, doofus. You know?
Right.
But it is what it is.
Yep.
Oh, Lizzie, are you talking to TG? It's a penguin. TG changed her picture to a penguin so that when people highlight our comments, they won't get reported, which was very considerate, TG.
Yes.
Because people are, I don't know. I still think what was done to Cajun was done on purpose. I think someone targeted him and did that on purpose. But now everybody's very, very paranoid about highlighting comments. I mean, I never really highlighted comments in the first place. So, you know, screw y'all. Read the chat, damn it. But, and I really, really hope he gets his channel back. I really do. Probably Jeffrey. TG. I don't know. I mean, it could have been anybody. I don't know who it was, and I wish I did because I wouldn't want to associate with anybody who would do something like that at all. Whether it was done to me or not, it shows what kind of character they have. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of shenanigans isn't something I would want to put up with. So, I mean, I'll put up with a lot, TG, but Lizzie, I don't think anybody really cares. Ho free, Joe free, chip free. I don't know. Yeah, he seems to be able to spell some people's names right and other people's names he doesn't get at all when it's right there in front of him. So, but he can spell Massachusetts perfectly. Anybody who thinks he's not doing all of that on purpose is blind. Blind, blind, blind. All right, I got to mute again. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What was the? I don't really understand regarding your profile photo. What was it? Well, it was her sitting on a toilet. It was a person sitting on a toilet, and some people would consider that pornographic. And since Cajun got reported for porn, which was not his doing and was unfair and unjust to take his channels away, TG was just being considerate. Oh, Kathy Lizzie says how are you? And she hopes you're well and happy. Yeah, darling, I think he's probably given up on that. Every once in a while, he'll bring it up and ask why people are calling him that because that's not his name. And I'm like, yeah, well, spell other people's names right and it won't happen. Damn, toilet water, that's not saying much. Yeah, that's another thing, Darlene. You know, if he's going to be consistent with the persona that he's trying to give off, then he would still be upset at people saying his name wrong. Unless the people that are saying his name wrong are people he's blocked. You know what I mean? So he doesn't see it. I don't know, but I don't really care. I mean, hell, he can't even spell Johnny's name right. And everybody's sitting there saying, hi, Johnny, hi, Johnny, hi, Johnny. And all of a sudden he pops up with, hi, at Johnny, which that I don't know why he puts in Avalanche. I don't know why he puts in the at thing. It doesn't, he's not tagging anyone with it because he does the at symbol and then a space. and then part of the name. It's not doing anything. But you know, the names are all right there on your screen. So not being able to spell has nothing to do with it. All you got to do is look at the screen. It's not rocket science, you know? Yeah, I was in a chart this morning, you know. So he's losing the consistency of the persona that he's been portraying. It's a very telling sign. You gotta look for the signs, people. Here's your sign. Too bad we can't play I Saw the Signs every time he comes into a room. I think he'd get copyrighted for that, though. Yeah, I agree. Crazy shit. Crazy. I hear delivery truck doors. Not expecting anything. Never heard of it. Right, TG? There's the sign. Oh, no. It was my neighbor. Hey, they live there. Shut up. Dog is like, people in the yard. You can't even see them anymore. Stop it. Silly dog. Silly dilly dog. Yeah, that's the UK's universal symbol of love. Bitch cat is being bitch cat again. I like Bill Pullman too. He was the president from Independence Day. Like him. Darlene. Don't you love that? I don't get enough packages to have that problem, but yeah. Well, you should open it. Then you'll know what you got. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I had to cancel my Netflix because I didn't have the money for it anymore. I haven't had it in a couple of months before my son moved out. It's almost a year now, I guess. 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. Quite a few months. I just didn't have the money for it. That and my Kindle Unlimited. I had to cancel that. I still have my Amazon Prime though, because occasionally I do have to order things from Amazon, and I like free shipping. I love Ricky Gervais. Hi, Iris.
Sorry, my mom needed me.
No problem. Lizzie said hi. She hopes you're doing well.
Hey Lizzie, I'm groovy. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. I would, however, like to rip my spinal cord out at this moment.
I think that would hurt.
Oh my God, no, it feels so good.
But if you can find a predator, they will help you with that.
Right. It's called visual. What is it called? Visual therapy. I don't know. I can't think of it. What the actual name is? Where you like picture yourself on a beach, or you picture yourself pounding out the pain some way. Yeah. I don't know. Right? So I imagine ripping out my spinal cord. That way I can't feel it. Man, I'm sorry. It's just like really aggravating me right now.
Yeah, I need a whole body lobotomy. a
Yeah,
body
right?
body lobotomy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The only thing I don't have right now is a headache, amazingly enough.
Me too. I had one of those last night, but I got rid of it.
Everything else hurts. Yeah. It's not fun, people. Now the cat and the dog are looking outside. Good lord, my animals are nosy.
I know. Sniff does that. He'll sit in the window. I think he was the runt of the litter. Him and Owie, well, we call him Owie, but his name is Scratch. Scratch and Sniff. He's like humongous. He's huge and fat and whatever. And Sniffy is this little teeny tiny thing. You can feel all of his little bones, even though he eats like a pig. And I think he was the runt of the litter. But he'll get up in my mom's window in her bedroom and just hang out there all day under the blinds.
Oh, my neighbors are loud. They got the dog out. The dog is bigger than the child trying to walk it. The big old Roddy is dragging that kid all over the yard. That's funny. I don't know. I know she did one yesterday. I don't know if Lori's doing an auction today.
I thought I heard Kevin say that she was, but I don't know if that's set in stone or not. And I might have misheard as well. I don't know.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything scheduled that I can see, so.
Yeah, because normally she does it on Tuesday. All right, well, maybe I'm wrong. I know Friday for sure. I thought she did it on Tuesday too.
Yeah, she's done it. She did one Friday. She had one Sunday. She had one Monday, and she had one yesterday.
Oh, she did have one yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, wait, this is Wednesday. My bad.
Yep.
Dang, I thought it was Tuesday, y'all. Oops.
And she is at 803 subs right now, but if anybody is not subbed to her, go do it, because we need to get her up there. She needs to get monetized. There's her link. Yep, and the good
You
news
never
is,
know when you're going to want to check out an auction and see what she's got available. She's got a lot of nice stuff. Everything I've bought from her has been great. I've purchased jewelry jars, glass bottles, I don't know, art stuff, all kinds of stuff.
yeah, Lori has some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Iris, he might not be sending the link out until just before the show. A lot of people that do auctions don't send the link out until like 20, 15 minutes or so before the auction.
Yeah. Hey, Iris.
Everything from Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire down to Florida is East Coast on this side of the country. West Coast is Pacific time, and that's like California, Oregon, Washington State, things like that.
Right.
Hi, Donna. Chaos and mayhem. That's what's going on in here.
Is
Me
that
trying to,
Donna lady again?
yeah, that's
Oh
that
my
fucking
gosh.
Donna lady.
Hey, Donna. I love Donna. I love
Donna,
everybody.
me trying to figure out how to use the vape mod that my mom gave me for my birthday. That's the mayhem that was ensuing earlier, and I still can't get it to work. I do have a video pulled up which I will be watching, but I'm following the instructions exactly, and it is not working. Yeah, Donna. Who the fuck is Donna? That was so funny.
I know it wasn't, and Wes and a couple of us. Well, I guess mainly Wes won't let me live it down.
Well, and me.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can't see the chat on this device. If I go and once this is fixing to die. It's at 27%. So I'll switch over to my laptop. But then when I'm on my laptop, I'll be able to see the chat.
There you go.
So.
Well, it was Debbie that said, Donna who? And Donna said it's stuck in her head forever.
Brad, she'll always remember me for that.
Brad, it's a smoke, SMOK, and it's an arc fox. ARCFOX, arc fox.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to spell that out because it sounds like something naughty when you say it.
I know. I do have a video pulled up for instructions, so I will be watching that because this is ridiculous. Things should not be this complicated to operate.
Right?
I mean, this thing has like a little computer screen. You got to switch screens for different settings. It doesn't tell you what the settings are or what they do. It just tells you can adjust the settings. And I'm like, great. With my luck, I'll set it and the thing will start counting down and blowing up on me. If it starts beeping, I will absolutely be like the fastest person ever to get from the bed to the wheelchair and out the door.
I was gonna say, throw it out the front door.
Fire in the hole. Poof. Because I don't want to be like Ahmed, up here, down there, over there, up there.
Ahmed the
Ahmed the terrorist.
The terrorist, yeah. Jeff Dunham, that's it.
Yep. I kill you dead.
I kill you.
Hello, badonky donk cheek.
A jalapeno on a stick.
Yep. Yeah, this thing is seriously like getting a brand new phone that, like that's 4 generations past the one you've been using. I have no idea. Nice, Debbie. Yeah, Debbie, I looked at your eBay store and there were some stuffed animals that were really cute. And I'm sitting there going, no, you cannot spend any money on stuffed animals. You have no place to put them. I mean, getting one every once in a while, if someone gifts me one, is fine. And like if I win them and stuff like that, but I have no place to display them. And I really have to minimize quote unquote clutter. So, but I still have a $25 eBay card and I haven't used it yet. And I'm like, give me your eBay links. I need to shop. Debbie, I don't even care. I just want it gone. Someone buy this shit. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Debbie. No. But I do appreciate it. I do. You have some really cool stuff on your site. I have your eBay link, Iris. You already gave it to me. You'll let me shop? Thanks. Appreciate the permission. Yeah, I already have yours, Iris. You put it in last time you were on the panel. You put it in the chat. But yeah, if anybody has links they want to drop, whether it's your store link or your channel link or a show link or whatever, go ahead and drop them. You're allowed. Dibble is very sweet. Hey, Wes.
Hey, Wes.
I ratted you out, Wes, and no, she didn't already know, so you fibbed. Trying to make me drive on black ice. No,
shame on you, Wes.
Yeah, see, shame on you.
Did you find anything at the estate sale, Wes?
He was very sweet to get me a birthday present, though.
Yes, that was nice.
So I told him I'd remove one little patch of Teflon coating from you, but I'm not going to tell him where.
That's funny.
And it's actually going to be here on my birthday.
Awesome.
I hope, actually, it comes a day early. That would be nice.
Right?
Because then I can show everybody on my show on Saturday.
Right?
Because it's so pretty. And it's my birthstone. It's a garnet.
Nice. I heard it was a poison ring.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yay.
That was sweet, Wes.
Yes, it was very sweet. I'm still not telling you where that little spot is that I took the Teflon coating off of, though. Because you wanted me to drive on black ice, you big meanie head. You get to see the mountain lion? Kitties!
Oh my god.
That's weird. It was near people? The mountain lion's not acting right. Didn't you say it killed a bunch of sheep and goats?
Oh yeah.
Because big cats usually won't kill more than they can eat. And they avoid people unless they're going to eat them. So there's something wrong with that cat. I mean, if it was just in an area with people, then it could have gotten pushed out of its environment by people, encroaching on its territory or whatever. But to kill a bunch of animals that it's not going to eat is very unusual. Because animals aren't wasteful. I mean,
Right?
they kill to eat. They kill to eat. Yeah, see, 3 goats and 1 sheep. Did it eat all of them, or did it just kill them?
Maybe it had a family to feed.
Well, he's and it's male, 1 to 2 years old. Mountain lions they're not like they're not like a African lion. They don't have prides.
They're pumas, yeah.
Yeah. So the male and female don't stay together.
Right. They're so gorgeous, though. Oh my god.
They are. They're beautiful animals. Oh, it was eating them daily. Okay, I got you. It didn't just kill them like all in one day. I got you. Well, he probably got pushed out of his territory, or someone hunted down all the game where he was.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Colorado where they live. But unfortunately, humans are going to hunt him down and kill him because he's killing sheep and goats.
Which is sad.
Yep. This is the problem when you eliminate, natural prey in an area, or there's too much human encroachment that makes them move out of their territory, and then they end up in human territory, and then they end up dead because people are stupid. Sweet dreams, Lizzie.
Good night, Lizzie.
He killed all the goats on Friday. Damn, you must have been hungry as hell.
Wow.
Behaviorally low, that's unusual for him to be in an area with people for that long. One to 2 years old is pretty young, though. Well, I hope he moves out of the area, and I mean, he might not have any food where he was living, but I hope he moves out of the area before they can kill him. Or I hope they trank him. At least if he's in a zoo, he's alive, and fed regularly. Well, I hope he goes into the live trap. And hopefully he doesn't hurt a person, because then it will be a 0 chance. They'll absolutely hunt him if he hurts a person.
Yeah. I think that's sad. I mean, I think it's sad if they hurt a human as well, but I also think it's sad that we kill that animal.
a lot of time it's human error. People go camping and they leave food around, or they have, oh, I'm just gonna have some snacks in my tent. And they leave a bag of chips open or candy or whatever. Animals can smell that from a mile away,
Right.
and then
Well,
they go in and people freak out and get attacked, and then this big hunt goes on for an animal that's animals are just following their instincts. So,
right. They
you
don't know
know,
the difference. So why not trap them and then relocate them to a wild, a more rural area where they can do their thing? I don't know.
oh yeah, serval cats are illegal. You have to have a special permit, and it's really hard to get a permit. Serval cats are African wildcats. Yeah. Wow.
I have been addicted to this channel. Um, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's in North. It's in Florida somewhere, and it's a bald eagle channel, and it's a live cam 24/7 of the eagle's nest. And
Uh-huh.
on New Year's Day, the first eaglet cracked its way through its shell or whatever, and the second one came out, and then there was a third egg, and it was there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, maybe a week, I can't remember. And then it pecked its way out, but it wasn't strong enough, and it did die, and it ended up being part of the nest at some point. But the other two eaglets are doing well, and oh my gosh, those bald eagles, they are so beautiful. I mean, I can just sit there and stare at them for hours.
Oh, the people weren't even taking care of the cat. Why?
Oh, I'm missing the chat. Crap.
Well, no, I looked it up on Google.
Oh, okay.
I am the Google queen.
I know, but I thought you were
The
responding to the chat.
the little headline says injured serval cat found near Boston arrives at Minnesota sanctuary. And then starving African wildcat found in Boston, now recovering at Minnesota sanctuary. So I'm glad that they found it, and those people, whoever had that cat, needs to be fined up the ass.
Yeah, I agree. But I didn't even know that bald eagles mate for life. Their names
Oh
are
yeah,
Ron and Rita.
oh yeah. Bald eagles do mate for life.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And it's amazing. They go back to the same nest. So their
Yep.
nest had fallen at some point before she laid her eggs. And they put up a papasan chair as the anchor kind of for their new nest, and
Yeah.
then coated it in not like chain link, but what is that, chicken wire? Is that what it's called? It's got like the little octagon. I think it's chicken wire. They put
Yeah.
chicken wire over it, and
Right.
then built a little bit of a nest, and then let them build the rest of it, and then she laid her eggs.
Yeah. That's
So they
cool.
saved that nest. It's really cool. I don't know why I'm obsessed with watching it, but I check in on it every day, and I'm amazed at how beautiful they are up close.
And yeah, Wes, I can understand that he would have let it go, but if a wild cat like that, especially one that young, finds easy food, they're not going to move on. I mean, that's like telling people at a buffet to go to a different restaurant. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry. I just had this image of somebody at a buffet.
It's like, I know that there's food sitting right in front of you, but you need to go somewhere else. Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Right.
Yeah. People, I don't, serval cats are also the only cat of their genre, of their species. Um and they are protected, and they're not supposed to be kept as pets. So I'm glad that they're took care of him and got him to a sanctuary where they can take care of him.
I mean, and come on, who can't say that when they see a little baby elephant
Oh,
on the
Wes, nice.
oh,
Sorry, he sent me a picture.
no, that's okay.
Very
I was gonna
nice.
say, you can't look at a little baby elephant with his mama and not think, oh, how cute. Same
Oh
thing
yeah,
with a
and
bear. I
elephants
mean,
elephants are amazingly intelligent.
oh my
I
God,
mean,
love elephants. You know that.
yes,
And
they
it's not
are
just because they're roll tide. I'm just saying.
they are incredibly intelligent. I mean, there was
Yes,
a
they remember
yeah,
everything.
There was a video, and I can't remember where I saw it, of on a sanctuary type of thing in Africa. It was like, sorry,
That's all right. Uh-oh.
it was like a vet clinic, and they took care of injured wildlife and everything.
Right.
And they have like a whole separate building, like barn type of thing, stalls and stuff for different animals and whatnot. And one day they're all, standing around outside and doing their thing and doing whatever their jobs were. And this huge elephant comes walking into their area. And it came out of the brush, and it had blood on its head, and it came over and just stood there. And they went over and they were looking at it, and it had a bullet hole in its head.
I saw that.
Yeah. And the elephant stayed perfectly still while the veterinarians removed the bullet and treated the wound. And then before the elephant left, it walked over to the side of the building, picked up all the trash and put it in the trash can, and then left.
I didn't see that, but I did.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing something about an elephant shot in the head.
Yep. So, I mean, this is an elephant that was never treated as a sanctuary. It had never been there before. They had never seen this elephant before. And it knew that that's where it could get help.
Right.
It knew it was injured, and it went there and got help. I mean, how intelligent is that? People who say that animals aren't smart have their heads up their own asses.
Right.
Not only that, but they're doing it right, because elephants have a matriarchal society.
Yes. I mean, look, they carry them for almost, I think, 2 years, right?
Yep.
And then it takes them 3 or 4 years to even become grown elephants, and they all stay together their whole lives.
Yep.
But there's something so cute about a little tiny baby, blah, 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 I can't get it out. Little itty bitty baby elephant. It's so cute.
And if there's danger, all of the female elephants will circle around that baby and block it so that nothing can get to it.
That's right. Yep.
The baby's in the middle, the mamas are all around the outside, or females are all around the outside, and then outside of that are the bulls.
Yep. They protect them.
And you do not want to be in the way if a bull elephant starts charging your ass. Because hello, you are now a pancake.
Right. I mean, I would give anything just to, pet one or interact with one, but I wouldn't want to do that because I know it's not normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I realize that the animals that are in sanctuaries and zoos and things like that, they have to have their handlers, and they do try to limit their interaction with the animals so that they can live as normal of a life as possible in captivity.
Right.
But man, that would be so amazing. Any animal. I would love to work with monkeys. I love monkeys too.
Wes, tell him no. Damn.
What's he saying?
He said his best friend, middle son, asked if we could use his new sign for target practice. He got a tin. Is it tin? Like a tin sign? And it's got a mountain lion on it.
You're gonna lose me. I'll be back though.
All right. That's a very cool sign, Wes. I like that sign. Tell him no. Yeah. Animals are amazing. And it's so funny because people are like, oh, that's an evil creature. They're not evil. They don't think good or bad. They're just instinctual. Although, Marty, I have questions about domestic house cats. I think they have an evil streak. Yeah, Bonnie. But I mean, it's not really an animal that should be kept as a pet. You know what I mean? I know people do it, but tin limited edition. Nice. I mean, who is it? Oh, what the hell is that actress? I can't remember her name, but her parents had a lion, a real lion, like African lion, as a pet for years. She grew up with it. The thing slept in her bed. Craziness. And she did get hurt by it. Apparently, she went to jump into the pool, and the cat reached out and clipped her with his claws. She's got scars on her thigh from it, or her calf, or something on her leg somewhere. Oh, okay. Yeah. People used to freak out when I worked at the pet store and I would walk around with the snake and they'd be like, "Oh, you have that evil thing on you." How is a snake evil? Come on. Yeah, if you know how to care for it, then yeah, that's one thing. But there's so many people that think you can treat a wild animal like a pet, you know, and they have a totally different mindset. That's like people who want, wolf hybrids. Wolf hybrids can go either way. It can either have its wild instincts in the forefront or it can have the dog instincts in the forefront. And you never know which way it's going to go until the animal's too big for you to deal with. And that's why so many wolf hybrids end up in wolf sanctuaries. It's very sad. And people just want them for a status symbol. So, but yeah, the rule was after the third person ran out of the store screaming, I had to put the snake back. But I had one woman stand there screaming at me that snakes are evil and I should kill it. And I'm like, lady, get out of my store. I'm like, we don't need that kind of negativity here. Get the fuck out. You're not buying anything anyway. Go away. What's funny is my son, when he was, I want to say he was about 10 or 11, him and John went on a bike ride to the store. And my son heard something off to the side in the woods. So my son, being my son, was like, "Hey, Dad, hold on," and jumped off his bike and went to go see what it was. And it was a baby vulture that wasn't quite old enough to be out of the nest. It didn't have all its feathers yet, and so it fell and broke its leg. So what I get is two people coming into my house with a stinky ass bird because vultures smell. Okay. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing? And we called everywhere because I was in no way prepared to take care of. I don't do birds. So I was like, okay. We did put it in one of the original. It was like a rabbit hutch type of thing that we had for the ferrets originally before they got their condo. So we put it in that temporarily, and I called everywhere. Wildlife and Fish and Game and all. And finally, we got somebody to come out and get it. And the guy, the guy was like, "Well, I could press charges on you." And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, it's illegal to have a black vulture. They're endangered." And I'm like, the bird has a broken leg. My son, who's 10, rescued it. He did a good thing. So you're not going to be negative about it. And you're going to tell him, good job. I pulled the guy aside. I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" And then he's like, "Well, we'll probably have to put it down." I'm like, "Then you're not doing your job correctly because all you have to do is set the leg. And it might have to be in a bird sanctuary somewhere, but it will live." I'm like, "You're going to tell him that you're going to help the bird." I'm like, do not tell my 10-year-old son that you're going to put the bird down. So he did. He told him, we'll set its leg and we'll take care of it and he'll be fine. And da, da, da. But yeah, they probably put it to sleep because they didn't want to bother with it. But my son did what he thought was the right thing, and I think it was the right thing because if I see an injured animal, I'm going to help it. So, but yeah, well, I could press charges on you, dude. You will get sued so hard if you try and press charges on a 10-year-old for saving a damn bird. I'm like, that'll make the news. People will love you guys. Needless to say, we didn't get fined and we got no charges pressed. A lot of people do, Iris. A lot of people think having a wild animal is a big status thing, and oh, look at me, look what I got. Kind of like pit bulls were a status thing for a while, and it gave them a bad name because all the drug dealers ended up getting pit bulls that they had trained to be mean, and they starved them and made them mean. I mean, these poor dogs, they would feed them saltpeter and gunpowder to irritate their stomachs so badly that, I mean, the dogs were ready to chew off their own leg and train them to kill anything that moved. So if the dog got loose, it sees kids running around the neighborhood, what's it going to do? It attacks them. And therefore, the pit bulls got a bad reputation. They used to be used as babysitter dogs. Back in Victorian age, let your kids go out to play, put the dog out with them, and it was almost always a pit bull. Because that dog will protect your kids. Yeah, Darlene, I agree. I mean, you know, so yeah, I was not happy with the wildlife guy's attitude at all. But damn, did that bird smell? Oh, it's horrible. Ugh. Because they're carrion birds. So ew. Yeah, Darlene, I don't believe in trophy hunting at all. At all. Trophy hunting is a disgusting practice. Hey, hotness, how's my badass today? Love you, girl. Yeah, my Simi is half pit, and man, this dog will give you kisses until you drown. They are, Darlene. They are very loving. They're just big wiggly balls of fun. But I mean, you have to train them right. You know, just like with any dog, you have to train them right. Even Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas bite more people than any other dog on the planet. But because they're small, they're not considered dangerous. But statistically, Chihuahuas bite more people than pit bulls do. So, do you know more people are killed by cows than dogs? Strange statistic, and I don't know why I know that, but it's true. Like vicious cows. Wow, we hit the 2 hour mark. That went by fast. Me struggling with this stupid vape thing. Oh, Amy, I gotta show you. Look what my mom gave me for my birthday. I show you. Look. Look at the size of this fucking thing. Freaking huge. It's like as tall as my head. Bam. And I can't get it to work. I do have a video keyed up because the instructions are apparently wrong because I've been following the instructions in the book and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So Debbie did find a video for me. I will be watching that. And hopefully I will be able to get it to work. Maybe if I see somebody visually doing it, you know, because I'm following the instructions as far as I can tell. I'm doing what it tells me to do, and it is not working. Although I did figure out how to change the colors on the little computer screen. So now it's purple. But yeah, my mom gave me that for my birthday with well, my daughter gave me batteries, which is good because they thought there were extra batteries, but no batteries came with the vape. So, um my my mom got me 3 extra coils and a big thing of juice. E-juice stuff. Yeah, all my dogs are trained not to jump on people. Although Simi sometimes gets excited and goes up on her back feet and like reaches out one foot like to balance. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she'll get back down because she knows she's not supposed to. But she gets so excited and she's so short. I think she's trying to get herself up higher to get attention. But yeah. It was funny because Donnie went to help my mom bring the groceries in the house today. And he stops at the door, goes, "Where's the dog?" I'm like, well, if she was out in the rest of the house, you'd already know it. Besides that, I left my front door wide open. So if the dog had been out there, she would have gone right out the door. So it's like, she's in my room. It's okay. And he comes cautiously in. I'm like, Donnie, unless you're afraid of being licked to death, the dog's not going to bother you. Oh, really, Amy? Okay. Well, if I can't figure it out by the video, I will contact you. Yeah, my daughter uses this one too. I can't contact her because she's not talking to me. Although she did give me the batteries for my birthday, which was nice. And she charged them, so that's cool. But yeah, my mom sent Desiree to the store, the smoke vape store to get it. And so she picked out the same one she uses. And yeah, I have the two. It didn't come with any batteries though. There were no batteries in the box. So luckily she thought they would be extra because they never opened the box.
My bad.
Welcome back.
Hello.
And I did manage to get the batteries in it correctly. So yay, go me.
Is Kevin still in the chat?
I don't know.
Lurking?
Kevin, are you still here?
Sorry, my mom wanted to open a present. We're still doing Christmas.
Oh.
We usually take Christmas into her birthday, but we've slacked a little more this year because I wasn't feeling good at Christmas.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give him, my mom has a compliment for Kevin and Lori. So I wanted to relay that message personally.
I don't know. He's not answering, so he might not be
He's
here anymore.
probably not here. That's all right. I'll do it next time I see him.
Okay. So yeah, my mom's not happy. She said with the amount of money she paid for this thing, it should have come with the batteries.
Well, yeah, it should come with batteries, but you know, that movie, batteries not included.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darlene. Okay, look, I got the chat up now.
Yay.
Hey, Amy.
So luckily my daughter was being kind, thinking that she was giving me extra batteries, turned out to be the only batteries. But if she hadn't, then I wouldn't have any batteries. So it was very nice of her to include the batteries that she charged for me. So
yeah, that was nice.
Kind of scares me a little bit. I'm like, okay. But
nah.
I told my mom to tell her I said thank you.
She'll figure it out someday. She's probably on the road to figuring it out with that gesture.
Well, she's almost 33. You'd think she'd have figured it out by now.
Yeah, well, sometimes it takes us hardheads longer than that. So I'm just saying. Not that me and my mom had an issue. I'm just saying that hard-headed people, it takes a while.
Yep.
And Wes told me I was hard-headed, so must be true.
Well, Wes kisses sheep, so don't take what he says to heart.
Thanks, Wes.
Yep, it's Kathy's anniversary, 2 years.
It's been a long, fast 2 years, man. Let me tell you. This strange, wild trip it's been, or what is it that the Grateful Dead say? What a long, strange trip it's been.
Right?
It's continuing.
Oh, I just figured out how to switch the screens. Okay. I still don't know what the things mean, but I figured out how to switch screens.
Thank you, Darlene.
Oh, and it just started working.
Oh, and I will, Darlene. I am going to take a picture of the beautiful thing the sign that you made me. But I don't like to put up more than one community tab post every so often, just because. So the next one that I do will be yours.
Hey, it got it working.
Awesome.
I don't know how, but I did.
I can't wait to share that. The thing that Darlene did for me.
And now it's not working again.
Bummer.
And now it is. I guess I have to be on a certain screen. I don't know how this thing is supposed to work.
I am, Darlene.
But I still can't get it to shut off.
I'm going to hang it in the office. Right over my computer.
I don't know. I'll play with it later.
Yeah, play with it later.
I did get it to work though. Smoke came out of it. Well,
Don't
vape
play with
came
it
out
on a live. No,
how do you know?
right? Never mind.
Well, vape came out of it and it went. So I know I got it to work at one point.
Oh, Wes, that's never a good thing to tell anybody in public.
Yes, you make it too easy. So we switched from sheep to goats. Well, you can hold on to the horns with the goats. So
Okay, I can't.
mana.
That's awesome, Darlene.
Yeah, it is. What are you grumbling? Oh, the cat's bugging you again. The dog can't go anywhere. There's a cat harassing her.
Poor Simmy.
I know. That my mom keeps calling her Cindy. I've told her a million times how to say her name, but I even spelled it for her. She still says Cindy. Here's 2-year cotton socks. Nice, Papa Ron.
Nice, Papa Ron. Thank you. Now he's using me some good socks to go dumpster diving in.
Yeah, Brett, I was doing that. Now it won't start at all. I got on a different screen, one of the other screens, and it worked. But then it switched screens again. So,
Wes, you're in mod mode.
damn, Wes, you're aggressive.
He had it by all 4 legs. Holy moly!
You know, if you wear the boots that come up to your knees, you can just stick the back legs in the boots, and you don't have to really hold on to it too much.
Oh my God, I can't.
Cat, get off me.
That's awesome, Iris. I can't wait to see when Larry gets it and it's done. Why is Wes grabbing goats by all 4 legs? Just curious. I missed something.
I don't know. Damn, that's strong.
Oh, you got it to work.
Yeah. I get it to work every once in a while if it's on the key something. What the hell does the screen say? Yeah, Wes. Ew. You are way too aggressive, Wes. If it's on the TCNI screen, which I don't know what that is, then it seems to work. And the problem is it's very harsh. I don't.
Oh, Wes, I can't imagine doing that. That's sad though that your friends
Hi, Christy.
lost and kids lost those animals.
Well, I adjusted the airflow. That's easy. But I may have to adjust. If I knew what things did, then it might be like the temp on it might be too high. I might have to lower that so it doesn't burn as hot, so it's not as harsh. I don't know.
Right.
I'll figure it out. But at least I did get it to work. So
yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, now if I'm out of cigarettes and I end up having a nicotine fit, I know even if the one puff on it makes me hack up a lung, I know I'm still getting a nicotine fix out of it. So
right.
I'll be all right. Yeah.
All right.
Go get cleaned up.
Go wash that off there.
Yuck. Hey,
There's
Susanna.
my sweet Susanna. Oh my gosh, my voice is cracking now. It's from the coughing.
I don't drink that shit.
Oh, you know what? Lori's not going to have an auction today. She's on the Angels of Auction tonight.
Yeah. Ew, Christy. Yeah, definitely need an outdoor kitchen somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I had a roommate who did that once. Ugh, it was gross. He put the deer, he had a pool table in the dining room, and he put a big board on it, and he would process the deer on top of that thing. Oh my gosh. I couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah, ew.
Right?
Now the kitchen is done and all purty. Yeah, tell him to go outside with that shit. Tell him to get a couple of sawhorses and an old door, and there's his freaking table for processing.
Right?
Don't be getting blood all over my purty kitchen. Get out.
Right, Susanna? If I had had a choice, I would have.
Susanna can't even have a dartboard up. Could you imagine if she had her kitchen done in early massacre?
Right?
Man, she'd have a heart attack.
Big deer carcass laying there.
Damn.
Goodness.
Susanna's over there all horrified now. She's like, oh, no. Mm-mm.
It is pretty gross.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hello, this is my living room. This is my dining room done in early Chainsaw Massacre.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, Susanna. Poor Susanna.
Yeah, I've only helped once to I held the deer's front legs while it was hanging, and my brother-in-law stripped the skin off of it.
Yeah, Chrissy, it's called a hose. There you go. Yeah, no. Ew. Tell him he needs a he shed with running water
Right?
or a hose, and yeah. Well, he gonna look awful funny standing outside with stuff to process, and you having the door locked, going, not in my pretty kitchen.
Right.
Bet you he moves that table real fast.
Unfortunately, this was his house, and I was renting a room from him, so I was his roommate.
Mm.
But he did cook up some good food with the meat.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of gamey tasting stuff.
Yeah.
But he was able to do whatever he did, and it didn't taste gamey at all. It was really good. The backstrap is my favorite.
I think you mean slaughterhouse. Slatherhouse. Oh, best typo ever. Yeah, slaughterhouse. You take deers to processing centers, not slaughterhouses.
Right.
Slaughterhouses are more for beef processing, beef, pig, chicken, things like that. Mass processing. Horses, unfortunately.
Well, that's good, Wes.
Yeah. Much better. If it's cooked right, you can't tell, hardly.
Right, Iris?
Yeah, no one wants to smell like dead goat. Ew. It's nasty. Oh, my mom got me cookies too. Those Loft House cookies from Walmart. The soft sugar cookies with the frosting on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I love those cookies. So I got that, and I got cake, and I still have some ice cream left. So woohoo! I am all hooked up. Susanna's still all hell no. I love you, Susanna.
You're right.
Yeah, Brad's putting goats in the chat now. Oh.
Trying to drink. What do you mean?
Y'all a bunch of wackadoodles is what you are.
Wackadoodles.
Wackadoodles.
Hey, Brad.
Mhm. You're so bougie, Susanna. I get my package up pretty with a bow.
I have
love
had
you.
elk. I have had elk. It was okay.
I love you, Susanna. I agree, though. If you don't have to hunt to survive, there's no reason for it.
Oh, I
So,
agree completely.
you know,
But
if
you
you
know
can,
what? Oh, go
if
ahead.
you can afford to buy your meat at the store where they've already butchered whatever, and you can get venison in some stores. You can get, you know, at butchers and things.
Buffalo. You can get all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
you can get all kinds of different meat at butcher shops. So, you know, if you don't live off your land, I mean, Christy lives on a farm, so I can see where she's at. But
Right.
you know, if you don't have to butcher your animals or process or whatever, then what the hell do you need to hunt for? It's not for the taste because you can buy whatever meat you want. You know, it's because you want to kill shit. That's why.
That was the one endearing thing about my blankety blank ex-husband was that he would rather shoot them with a camera than with a
Yeah.
gun. And I don't have ill will towards anybody who does hunt, but I do know that the people I know that do hunt, they do it for the meat. They'll kill one deer for the season
Yeah.
and be done. They won't just go out and
Right. Well, a lot of people in this area, if they're hunting, they take a certain, they take it to a processing place, and they'll take a certain portions of the meat, a certain amount of meat, and the rest gets donated
yes,
to low income. A lot of times, the other parts of the deer, if they don't want to keep the antlers, other parts like the antlers can get donated to Native American tribes. I don't know. I'm not sure if there are actually any in South Carolina reservation land or anything like that, but they send it off
right.
because they use it in their jewelry making and different things, knife handles and things like that. And I mean, they processed everything on that animal, and it's all donated or used somehow. So that I fully appreciate. If you have to hunt, you know, if it becomes a necessity in your life that you have to go and kill some helpless animal, then at least all the parts of it are being utilized.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, my boyfriend in Wisconsin, he would only go, and he wouldn't shoot at any deer that he didn't think that he wanted to take. You know what I mean? Like if he had a shot and it wasn't like an 8-point buck or whatever it is they call them, I don't know.
Yeah.
He wouldn't shoot it, but he would only shoot one, and that was it. He was done
Right.
for the season. I went with him once for 10 days up to his dad's cabin. It was up near the Minnesota, Wisconsin border, way up in Wisconsin, and that was fun though.
Brad, he just feeds them, right? He doesn't. It's not like baiting them or anything so he can shoot them. He just feeds them through the winter, which is very cool.
Yeah, because baiting is illegal in most states.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's really weird because every state has, I mean, I only learned that because of dating people who who like to hunt. They do have different, what do you call it, times of the year.
Yep.
Like their hunting season up there was like 10 days long.
There should be no bear hunting.
I don't think there should be either. I'm sorry.
Bears are an apex predator, and they should not be hunted because if you kill off the apex predators, then their prey animals end up overpopulating, and then everybody uses that as an excuse to go kill shit. Stop it. Just leave the apex predators alone. If you want them to stay, if you wanted them to stay out of your area, build better fucking fences. You know?
Right.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we had deer that used to bed down in our backyard. We had like 4 or 5 deer. They used to bed down in the backyard when we lived in the woods. And one of the neighbors asked John if he could hunt on our property, and he's like, "Only if you want that crazy redhead that I live with to kill you." He's like, "Well, what if I use, crossbow or something?" John's like, "How would you like one of those bolts through your eye?"
And
She
see,
will get you.
I don't get that either. That like my ex brother-in-law, he was a bow hunter, and he used his gun too. But there was different time periods for each thing, and it was just weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, good, Brad.
Here you can only hunt for, I think it's 14 days near Thanksgiving, and that's it. You can't. I could be wrong, but as far as I know.
Wes, we will not talk about eating bear unless it's, in a fun way. And that's not what you're talking about.
Kodi.
But no, I mean, this guy wanted to set up a hunting blind, like just off our property and shoot into our property. And John was like, "She will shoot you." He was like, "Well, she can't do that." He goes, "You want to bet?" We had signs posted all over our property. We must have had 50 signs because we had almost 4 acres of property. It was all wooded. And we had a creek that ran through it. So, all the wildlife in the area would go to the creek to get water. And the guy was going to set up a blind facing the creek so that he could shoot at the animals while they're getting a drink. I'm like, "You pussy." I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And so John was like, she's going to make sure. And I set up a remote camera out there so that I could see if there was movement. So I used to watch the animals all the time, but he tried coming on the property once and he had a gun in his hand. And I went out there and stood on the cliff with my gun. And I was like, "You looking to get shot in the ass?" I was like, "You better be running away at the time because otherwise you know where you're going to get shot." And he's like, "I'm just passing through." I said, "Yeah, go around." I was like, "You don't come on my property with a gun unless you want to get shot." And he went back home. So,
where do you live, Brad? Just curious.
I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat a mountain lion. Apex predators should not be eaten unless you're starving.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see that being good. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't really eat meat anyway. I don't even eat cows for the most part. So
Yeah. I don't know. I've always had a thing where, apex predators should not be food,
Right. But whatever. I don't.
Timmy, your boyfriend's not coming to play with you. Lay down. Stop whooping.
I don't get upset if somebody else does it. We all have our own choices to make, and
I really, hey, keep on Gail. I really wish that I had both legs right now because I would go out and help that guy train his Rottweiler how to walk on a leash.
Aw.
Because he's pulling Luke all over the place, and Luke's a pretty big guy. And the dog's jumping all over the place and dragging Luke across the yard, and yeah, poor thing. Yeah. See, people shouldn't poach. I don't like poachers. Poachers should be shot. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, my dad used to hunt. He used to go deer hunting. And when I was little, I mean, he shot a rabbit in our backyard, and I didn't talk to him for 2 weeks because I loved bunnies, and it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't even near the garden. We had a fence around our garden, and it was chicken wire, so the rabbit couldn't get in. Although the woodchuck did because it burrowed under the fence, but the bunny couldn't get in. It was just sitting under the clothesline, eating clover, minding its own business. And my dad shot it and killed it, and I buried it and planted a little purple iris on the little bunny grave, and didn't talk to my dad for 2 weeks. And when he made the mistake of going, well, you know, I'm gonna go deer hunting, and I looked at him. I was like, "You're gonna kill Bambi?" And he went, "Oh no." And I was like, "I will never talk to you again." Da, da, da. So he ended up actually changing from deer hunting. Well, if he did go deer hunting, he didn't tell me about it or mention it anywhere where I was around, and
Right.
he never brought home venison. Um, but they started going to a different place. Him and my cousin um, started going to a different place where they just had the deer targets. They weren't live deers, and
Right.
and then he ended up giving he gave all his guns except his 22 rifle to my cousin. Um, and he just stopped hunting, shooting altogether. Yeah. So I was like, you know, my mom was kind of like, if you don't, I mean, my dad grew up on a farm in Canada, like out in the boondocks, like Saskatchewan, some really long, weird name. So I mean, they used to hunt for their food. I mean, that's how they survived. So
Yep.
to him, it wasn't. That's how he grew up. And
Right.
my mom is like, you know, we have the money to buy food at the store. What are you doing? Yeah. They saved a crap ton on vegetables because they had like a quarter-acre garden. It was huge,
Nice.
and we had every vegetable imaginable in that thing.
I would
And
love to have a garden like that, but I can't here because of the homeowners association.
yeah, and then he got a beehive, so we had fresh honey. We had, oh my god, so much honey.
Nice.
Those bees did not like me at all. So I mean, you know, saved a crap ton of money on food. So my mom was like, you know, you really don't need to go hunting. You're not even bringing home any of the meat. What are you doing? You know, and so he stopped hunting.
Exactly. I had a boyfriend who also would go hunting in like you said, Saskatchewan, and
Mhm.
that made me think of him. He would go to Saskatchewan to go Canadian goose hunting,
Mm,
but he wouldn't bring anything home.
yeah.
I'm like, why did you kill all those?
Nobody asked you,
Geese?
Cat. Yeah. I mean,
I mean, what's the point? Sorry.
my damn cat is very opinionated right now.
Cats are always opinionated.
The squeaky one isn't. Onyx is very opinionated, very verbal. Oh my god. The other day I was feeling great, right? My blood pressure was doing good. I had good energy. You know,
Right.
I was feeling awesome. And I went out, I put the dog outside in the morning. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get some work done. I'm gonna, you know, break up the torch. I'm gonna get my designs going. I just got over to my workspace and Onyx started meowing like someone was stabbing her. I'm like, what in the hell? And she wouldn't stop. I'm like a little, you know, separation anxiety or something. What the hell is going? She didn't shut up until I came in the room, and then you know what she did? She went and laid down on a box.
Aw.
I'm like, are you kidding me? So I couldn't concentrate with her meowing like that. It was killing me. I'm
Right.
like, oh, you could hear her outside. My neighbors were looking around like, where the hell is that cat? You know, and she's in my bedroom. So I couldn't
I know.
concentrate. So I couldn't do what I wanted, and it sucked because I don't have very many good days where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get out there and get something done. And you know, usually it's like, okay, I'm putting the dog out and going back to bed because I don't feel right.
Right. Me too. Yeah.
But today I did set up some designs. I have some stone. Well, I have some stones out, and I have some they're pearlized glass
Oh,
cabochons.
groovy.
They're yeah. I have a pale purple, and I have tiny ones. I have like little 4 millimeter blue, pink, and like a cream color. And then I have some clear glass cabochons, and I figured those would be fun to use with the copper,
Right.
and throw on a few of the little Swarovski crystals to make it blingy, you know.
Yeah.
And so I have some stones out, and you know, I'm working on some design ideas out there. So I did get that set up, but then I was like, okay, I have 2 hours, and then I have to be on, and I'm like, I need a nap because I haven't slept all night. So
Yeah.
I came in and but I had been out there for like 2.5 hours at that point, so it's hard. I get really
No.
worn out just sitting
Yeah.
in the chair.
I hear you. You know, I can't ever promise anybody anything for the most part because I never know how I'm going to feel from day to day and hour to hour, to be honest. Sometimes I feel good and sometimes I don't during the day.
What do you mean elk ivories, Wes? I don't understand what you mean by elk ivories.
Oh, the horns on the elk. It's rack.
I mean, I use antler beads and bone beads.
Antlers. I couldn't think of antlers. I just heard. I thought of rack because my father-in-law shot an elk once, and the rack was huge.
Yep. I use bone and I use antler when I create jewelry. I do use them because it's part of the animal being used. I know that whatever that animal died for whatever reason, it's
just not decaying somewhere in a hole.
Teeth. I'm not too sure about. I don't know if I'd use teeth. It depends on what was done with it. If it was something that was carved or, made into something pretty, but I'm not just going to stick an elk tooth on a piece of jewelry. It's kind of weird.
Right.
But yeah, some people are wigged out by using bone. And the way I figure it is whatever animal the bone came from, it's part of the animal that was processed and used, instead of being thrown away and wasted. So, and for me, using animal bone in jewelry honors the animal that it came from.
Right.
Because you're creating something with it,
Right. It's not going to waste.
Nice, Wes. I mean, do they just look like teeth? They're just elk teeth? Google it. I don't want to Google it. Why are you making me work? Oh, wow. Some of these are really pretty elk ivory jewelry. Huh. Ooh. They cab up nice, apparently, because there are a lot that are done in a cabochon setting.
Nice, Wes.
I can't see the chat right now because I'm waiting for the picture Wes sent me to load. Oh yeah.
He said I got 5 of them today, worth about $75.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of them. The top two and the bottom one, I could probably put a bezel setting around those. The ones in the middle would more have to be like wire wrapped, and I don't really wire wrap, but the top two would actually make a really nice pair of earrings because they're almost the same size and shape. Very nice.
Groovy.
Good deal, Wes. Yeah, I Googled it and they had images of elk ivory jewelry, and it's actually really pretty. And it's another example of all parts of the animal being used,
Yep.
It's interesting that 2 teeth on an elk is ivory when the only other ivory that comes off an animal besides whales is the tusks from elephants. Makes you think which ways evolution went, you know what I mean? Nice, Wes. Good deal.
Awesome.
Are you gonna make something with it, Wes? Or are you just gonna have these random elk teeth sitting around chattering at you? I mean, Tina's foot was staring at Susanna earlier, so you don't know what those teeth will do. That was so funny. Her foot's just laying there staring at me. I love you, Susanna. Yeah, I gotta find the other stuff that I have because I know I hoarded up on cabochons over the past couple of years. Well, 2 years ago. I haven't really gotten much in the past year except from auctions and stuff on YouTube. Cat, leave the box alone. It's already shredded. Ugh. The box she's shredding right now, I have pieces of it under my door and out in my entryway.
I'll be right back.
Okay, quit. Dog, you're not doing your job. Stop looking at your boyfriend and regulate the damn cat. Oh, you're gonna sell them? Okay, well that works too. But for like in 2020, 2019, I was stocking up on different things, and I can't find any of it. I found a few of them, not all of them. I mean, I've only found maybe four or five of the things that I got from Fire Mountain Gems, and only a couple of the things from that I got from Rio Grande. So I know I have other mail packages somewhere that I just can't find them. And I have a lot more cabochons. I mean, I have a lot of cabochons to work with, but oh, Sandy uses some of them. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, if they're domed nicely, like the top two there, those are easy to put a bezel around and use as a ring or earrings or a pendant. Yeah, same as a gemstone. Oh, I've opened everything that I got from auctions. It's just all the packages are open. I just don't know where they are. Yeah, I have no money, Paul, so I'm not even going there. Yeah. But I did get, at one point, I did get a lot of cabochons. And I coordinated a lot of the cabochons with the blank sizes that I need, like the, silver forms, so that I could make rings and pendants and stuff. And I haven't found even half of my cabochons in my basis for them. So, but yeah, Fire Mountain is one of the places I shop. They have really good prices, especially if you buy multiples. Yeah, cabbage shawns. Yeah, it's a French word, Paul. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my electric bill for this month at all. Yeah, well, yeah, that's definitely spelled wrong. uh, yeah, bulk buying, and it counts for everything on their site. So it's not, you don't have to buy multiples of the same thing. You can buy one of this, one of that, and you get the group pricing for how many things you buy. So it's a good deal. It's a very good deal. If you have the money to buy multiple things. If you only have money to buy one thing, it's not so good. But still, their prices aren't too bad. I did get a bag of purple mountain jade. And the jade is in quotation marks, because what it is marble. It's dolomite, dyed dolomite marble. They're pretty though. They're very purpley, and they're a good size for rings. And I have a whole bag of those. Probably got maybe 15 of them. So I saw that purple and I was like, oh, I don't care what it's made of. Give me those. And they have them in all different colors. You can get the quote unquote mountain jade in all different colors. And they're very pretty. Okay. Not a good day with the spelling, huh, Paul? Mountain jade is a term used to describe a type of dyed or color-enhanced high-grade dolomite marble from Asia. It's also known as dolostone, is marble with magnesium in it. And mountain jade beads, or cabochons, are marble that is dyed vivid gleaming colors. So yeah, it's not actually jade. I don't know why they decided to call it that. Doesn't even really look like jade, but hey Jennifer. Well, it's Kathy's 2-year YouTube anniversary, and my birthday is on Saturday. So I waited until the week of my birthday before I started doing birthday theme. Although I claim the whole month. So yeah. And I did get a birthday present today. My mom got me my birthday present today. She got me a vape. Well, it's mod vape, which is huge, and I'm having problems getting it to work. See, it's big. It's like the size of my head. It's big and it's pretty. It's all like purples and greens, and I'll figure it out eventually. I did get it to work, but it just doesn't want to keep working. So I gotta watch a video and figure that out. Yeah, that I can't figure out. Eric, I did get it to work. I was able to switch the screens. I'm not really sure how I did it, but I was able to switch screens, and if it's on a certain screen, then the vape will actually vape. Unfortunately, it won't stay on that screen. I can't figure out how to do that. So, and it's very harsh. Like I didn't even get a full puff on it, just like a quarter puff, and almost hacking up a lung. So I have to figure out how to modify that a little bit. It might be burning a little too hot for me and putting up too much vape. I don't know. But I also adjusted the oxygen intake on it. I know how to do that. But I did get it to work. And I changed the color scheme, so now it's purple. Bye, Paul. Yeah, this thing's got a little computer readout thing on it, and you switch screens, and it's got all these things that it doesn't tell you what they do, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it is, Eric. I am going to watch the video. When my show's over, I'm going to go watch that video. I still have it pulled up. It's only, what, like 10 minutes long, so. Sometimes if you see them doing things, it's a little easier to follow than just reading the instructions. Because I did follow the instructions exactly as they said, and it wasn't doing what it said it was supposed to do. So we'll get it figured out. And like I told Kathy, even if I don't get it completely figured out, I do know which screen it works on. And if when I run out of cigarettes, if I'm having a nicotine fit, I can get one drag off it and one puff off it. And I might hack up a lung, but I'll get my nicotine fix. I get it all figured out. I love reading. I do. And I have good comprehension skills, so I know I followed what it said, but it doesn't say, okay, when this happens, then do this. You know, it just said do this and this and this and this. And I'm like, okay. Oof. Welcome back, Bonnie. Med fiascos are never fun. No, I'm really good at following tutorials and instructions and things like that are written down, even if I have to use a magnifying glass to read it, which I did. Well, I'm glad it's finally fixed. This moment of silence was brought to you by me having absolutely nothing to freaking say. But that's okay. It's what we do, you know. Hope everyone is having a good afternoon. Oh, what was on at 5 o'clock? Something was coming on at 5. I know today is busy. Let's see. Cajun Roots is on. Lydia's on. Flippin' Crazy's on. That's all I got. And I don't have any notifications for anything coming up. Why don't I have anything? Oh, Adam. Heartman Made had an auction at 5, right? And then good news with Robin and Victoria on Robin's channel is at 6. And then the Angels of Auctions is on at 7. Something like that. I'll be watching a video and try to figure out how to use my vape and taking care of the dog. So, bye, Iris. Good luck. I hope you sell stuff. Yeah, and the Angels of Auctions are on Susanna's channel. All kinds of stuff happening tonight. Wednesday has turned into a very, very busy night. Domino's is harassing me in my emails again. Go away, I have no money. Pizza would be nice. Can't have my Chinese food. Pizza would be nice, but well, you get $200 worth of stuff for what? It's good though. Dog, you're pushing my pillow off the damn bed, princess. What are you doing? Damn animals. Act like they own the place. They don't even pay rent. No, cat. Go away. You don't pay rent either. Wow, you got $200 worth of stuff for $15? Awesome. Very sweet. Ow! She bumped my arm and it jolted my elbow. That hurt. Huh, nice. Eric, you're such a little ray of sunshine. Tania and Kim are on Adam's auction now. Cool. Bobby, if you have the link, go ahead and drop it in. Because I know Iris says she was supposed to be on there too. Well, I hope you sell it. Oh, no problem.
Mama needs
help. I hope you sell everything you list, Wes. That'd be awesome. Oh, you don't know how? Bobby, what are we going to do with you, booby? Let me see here.
The traffic is loud today.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock. That's why. Yay, Saturday's going to be fun. Isn't it illegal to sell ivory on eBay, though?
It depends on how old it is.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Oh, but if he's talking about the elk ivory, so that's a whole different thing.
Right. It's not elephant ivory.
Yeah, elephant ivory is illegal.
Yeah.
Unless it's so many years old, and you got to have the certificate of authenticity and
Gotcha.
or something proving how old it is, and blah blah blah.
Right. There you go. Ron got it. Yeah, Eric, that was my first thought, was immediately ivory is illegal. But yeah, there are some rules to that.
Thank you, Papa Ron.
Gotcha, Wes.
Yeah, I don't have that Adams Live yet, so how can anybody be on it right now?
I think he goes live at 5.
Yeah, well, he should be going live right now, but someone said that they were on it right now. Miss Ivy, Hemlock Lady, and it's about to get real. Poor Kim. She didn't get capitalized. Doesn't say anything about Iris. Maybe he forgot that she got that he invited her. I don't know. But anyway, anybody that wants to pop over there and give them all some support.
Heck yeah. I also love living near an airport. Gosh. I mean, it's not the main airport, but it's a small, community airport or whatever. But we get low-flying planes that make a lot of noise, and I live right by a highway, so you hear all the trucks, and it's downgrade, so it's down a hill.
Yeah, Jake breaking it.
Yep. Even though there's a sign that says no Jake breaks or whatever the sign says. I know it doesn't say Jake break, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured because it's 5:02 now, so he's alive.
Yeah. Adam Hartman made. That's it. Couldn't think of his name. It also must be a busy time for the actual airport, because I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planes in the air streaming around each other. 9. Crazy. We must be the new flight pattern for this. They must have changed our flight pattern, because I haven't seen them in a while.
Oh, he does have Iris on there? Okay, because she had said that she was invited, but she hadn't gotten the StreamYard link. But I told her, I said, he might not be sending it out until 20 to 15 minutes right before the auction. So
right, and yeah, she is. But YouTube isn't the greatest at sending out notifications either.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Like half of the people who have the bell rung only get the notification right away.
Yeah.
At least that's been my experience with my channel.
Darlene just got her notification. You have been notified.
Nice.
Dun dun dun.
Excuse me.
I'll go for a little while longer, I guess. I know that Robin and Victoria are having good news at 6, and I don't know if I'll be able to get there because I have to take care of the dog, but I might miss part of it. But
oh, I didn't know they were going live tonight.
Yep, because they forgot last night. They both got busy.
Oh.
And forgot they were supposed to be on. They were like, wait a minute.
Right.
Whoops.
Robin is super busy now.
Yeah, she is.
With doing Thrift Traders videos.
Right, Eric? Watch your ass and get in there.
Right?
Tell her, Susanna.
I'm sorry. This is funny.
But yeah, Robin was on this morning on Victoria's show, and they were talking about it. So they're doing it tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had it. I was there for a little while, and I had it turned down a little bit, and I didn't hear everything that was going on.
A special performance tonight of Good News.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Susanna and the Angels. Well, not Susanna, but on Susanna's channel,
Yep.
it's Shadow Woman's Angels of Auction. I couldn't think of Rhonda's name because I always call her Rhonda. I forget she's Shadow Woman.
Yeah, those are that's at 7. 7 o'clock.
Sweet.
It's a busy night. Busy, busy, busy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend too. Holy moly.
Yeah, Saturday I will have my show at a normal time because Saturday night I will be at Mr. Jim's auction. Sorry.
I'm usually in the dumpsters on Saturday night.
Yeah, well, if you get a bunch of snow on Friday and it's bad, don't go.
Oh, I won't. Although I am missing out on all the good stuff, though, when I don't go.
I know.
I mean, I'm just not able to do what I was doing before. I was going out during the day, during the afternoon, and during the night every day.
Yeah.
To make sure that I was able to get stuff to donate and make videos with.
Right?
But
lots of footage.
Stuff has changed.
Yeah, unfortunately that happens.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I started out doing one video a week only, and that's pretty much been my MO. But there are times when I was doing Thursday and Sunday for 3 months or 4 months, and then that really wore me out.
Yeah.
Because basically, I give you everything you need to see in a week in one video.
Right.
People are like, why don't you upload every day? I'm like, do you realize what it takes to make a thumbnail and a title and for that people will click on? It's easier for me to I have so much other stuff going on in my life plus my own health issues that that's just the way it is. I'm not I just can't do it every day. Plus, if you do it every day, you don't give any time for that video to get action or traction on it either. You got to give it a few days in between to do the best for your channel.
And Darlene is right. Your health is more important.
Yes, darling, you're right. I have learned that in the last 5 months, basically. Yeah. Especially when you have to edit out a ton of coughing.
Yeah.
People are like, you don't sound sick. Oh, let me tell you what I edited out. You don't want to hear me cough. Nobody wants to sit through that.
Here, hold on. I have a coughing reel for you.
Right?
Yeah, because we want our giggle girl back 100%.
Yeah, me too. Let me tell you.
Man, that Chihuahua is driving my dog crazy. It's just Snowball. She doesn't care if any other dog in the neighborhood barks. But she hears Snowball now, and she's up and looking and grrr. All because that little fucker snarled in my dog's face and jumped at her face.
Aww.
So now Simi wants to eat her. She don't want to play with her no more. She wants to eat her. She's like, bitch, come here.
I need a tasty snack.
Mm-hmm. My dog is the most mellow dog. I mean, she's a very submissive personality when it comes to other dogs. And she just wants to play with everyone. But when she gets a dog that gets up in her face and literally snarling and snapping at her face, she won't put up with that shit at all. I mean, she's not Pit and Boxer for nothing,
I was gonna say, isn't she Pit and yeah?
she's half Pit, half Boxer, and she will put up with no shit.
Right.
I mean, I watched her when I was in Florida. When I was in Florida, the one couple that I stayed with, Michelle and Stuart, they had two of the most gorgeous dogs. Max was an American Bulldog. He was absolutely massive, had to weigh at least 90 pounds. And they had a Great Dane, which was 120 pounds. And we introduced the dogs all correctly and everything, and Simi did the whole lay down, show your belly thing to Xena, which was the Great Dane because she was alpha. And like, can I please have permission to live here for a while type of thing and don't eat me.
Right.
And after that, Xena took a step back, being like, okay, I sniffed you over, you're okay, you can stay. Xena took a step back, Simi got up, and Xena tried to do that whole chest up, bumping,
Yeah.
bullying, dominating thing. And Simi went, oh, hell no, and chased Xena across the yard. There's nothing funnier than watching a 35-pound dog chase a 120-pound Great Dane across a yard. It was so funny. And Max sat on the porch and looked at me and goes, nope, I don't want none of that. So me and Max sat on the porch while Xena and Simi dealt with their issues. And after that, they all got along absolutely fantastic.
Nice.
And Simi loved playing with the big dogs because she could wrestle with them. She could roughhouse. Before
Right.
that, the house I was in had 3 Boston Terriers. So she could still race around with them, but she couldn't really roughhouse with them because they were too delicate,
Right.
So yeah. And before that, she was dealing with Miha and Dodge, which are both big dogs. So she used to wrestle around with them all the time. But yeah, Simi got along with all dogs. It's like when all the dogs had to go to the vet to get heartworm checked, both Dodge and Miha both had to have muzzles put on them because there were other dogs in there and they were aggressive towards the other dogs.
Right.
Simi went in there and all she wanted to do was play with all of them. She didn't need a muzzle. She didn't growl. Nothing. She just wanted to play. She wanted to play with every dog in there. I was so proud of her.
Aw.
She's a good girl. She's my baby.
Yeah, I missed my Pity. She was Pitbull and Chow Chow. So she was very protective of me and my husband. So
yeah, I had a well, it was my son's dog. We had a Chow Lab mix. That everybody in the crack neighborhood I lived in was terrified because she's a big blonde dog, and for some reason everybody thinks that white dogs or blonde dogs are racist.
Right.
So,
China was blonde, I guess.
But God, that dog let people break into my house and steal my computer. So yeah.
Wow.
It was Miha that didn't like crack, anything to do with drugs at all. If someone had weed or coke or crack or anything on them, she would be all grrr, And she wasn't.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
She wasn't trained that way. She just didn't like it. She didn't like gun oil either.
Well, we adopted China. Her name was China when we got her, so that we just kept it because she was 7 when we got her.
Yeah.
And we had to take her to the vet for some reason. I can't remember what it was. But they put a muzzle on her and treated her like she was some scary, mean thing because she was part pit bull, and it really made me mad.
Yeah.
The vet was even afraid to touch her. I'm like, seriously, dude, you're a damn vet. Why are you afraid of this dog? She's not going to hurt you.
Yeah. I mean, Simi doesn't, well, to me, I can see the pit bull in her, but most people can't really when they see her. She doesn't look like Boxer either, but she does have the 4 little front teeth on the bottom. Every once in a while, if her top lip is curled in a little bit, they stick out just a little bit, but they're not all snaggly or anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I can see the pit in her, but just looking at her, she doesn't really look like either breed.
Well, so. my nephew was a baby around her, and then when he was old enough to walk and talk and all that, 2 years old, whatever, he was hanging all over her and kissing her on the head, and she didn't do a darn thing to him. She loved him. So, and my niece too. So I don't know. People have the wrong impression about pit bulls.
They do.
Breeds, and it really bothers me.
Well, a lot of it is because of what the drug dealers did, using pit bulls as their guard dogs, and they would make them mean on purpose.
Exactly. That's the thing, is that people train them to be mean.
Yeah. I mean, they put saltpeter and a gunpowder mixture in their food. They'd, put they'd put the mouthpiece in their mouth and then hang them from a pole to strengthen their jaw and their neck. You know, I mean,
What?
they treat. Oh yeah, it's called a pit bull training pole, and it's one of the most cruelest things I've ever seen.
Oh, I don't even want to hear about it. Oh my God.
We kicked someone out of the pet store once because um, they came in and asked if we carried them,
Yeah.
and we
That's
booted them. We booted them out of the pet store. I was like, hold on just a minute, let me get my manager. And man, I thought she was going to beat that guy in the store. It was great. I was like,
right.
get him. I was like, get him.
No.
So, I mean, you know, and they would train the pits to fight and to attack anything that moves, so they would guard their property and their drugs and all that. So when the dog would get loose, which is inevitable, I mean, it's inevitable that at some point in time your dog's going to get loose.
Right.
You know, they see kids running around and they automatically chase and attack the children because they're moving. So
Right.
it's humans that did it, not, you know,
Exactly.
and that just it pisses me off to no end.
Yeah, the only thing we had wrong with China was that because she was Chow Chow, she is very protective of her owners or her master or whatever, and she didn't like other animals, other
Yeah.
dogs. And we knew that, and we knew to keep her away from them when we were walking her. We would have to keep a tight rein, tight leash on her, because she would start barking and, looking at him like she wanted to go after the other dog.
Right.
That might have been her training, but I also know that Chow Chows are very protective of their owners.
Yeah,
More
they're
so
very,
pit bulls.
chows are very territorial.
Right. Well, they were trained that way in China back in the day,
Mhm.
ancient China or whatever, to be what do you call it?
Guard dogs.
Guard dogs for like the emperors and crap.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's in their blood. But responsible owners won't let anything happen.
Right. I'm trying to find a picture, so I'm not looking at the chat. If anybody's talking to me, I apologize.
No.
I'm trying to find
Go ahead.
a picture of Simi with the big dogs.
I'll have to dig up my picture of China when she would go out on the fishing boat with me and my ex-husband. She was so cute. She would stand right up at the tippy top of it and look out while we were trolling around in the lake. She was so cute.
I don't know what the hell happened to that picture.
But because I worked so much, I worked like 16-hour shifts when I was nursing, and so my husband was around her all the time. She guarded him more than she did me because she was around him more.
All right, let me see. I found it.
He was a lazy. Never mind. I could go there, but I'm not.
All right. Come on, StreamYard. Do what I told you to do. Do it. Come on. There we go. See them?
Aww.
Small, medium, and large.
So
Actually,
cute.
it's small, large, and extra large.
Right? Aww.
Yep.
Is
The black
that
and white
Timmy
one.
down at the bottom?
Yep, that's my
Little
dog.
boxer. You can see the boxer.
Yep, that's Simi. And the black and white one is Max. And then, of course, the Great Dane. That's Xena.
Aw, Simi is so cute.
Isn't she? She's my baby.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And that porch was absolutely massive. That's the back door of the house that I was living at. And they had a quarter of an acre of land back there that all the dogs would just run around in and have a blast. And
Aww.
I loved living at that house because Stuart had to travel for work. He was an IT guy for hospitals, and he would travel to Tennessee every couple of weeks, and they'd be gone for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks I had the whole house to myself, and they didn't have to pay to board their dogs anywhere because I was living there and I could take care of them.
Right.
So to which I put sheets on the couch and let the dogs on the couch. Dogs weren't supposed to be on the furniture. They got on there anyway, though, so I threw sheets on it so that I wouldn't get in trouble.
Aw, Simi is adorable. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. I was not going to get a dog at the time. I was looking for an English bulldog. I really was. And the people that I was living with in North Carolina, her son was he had to do community service at an animal shelter, right? And he came home one day and said, "Hey, we have English bulldogs." And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" And of course, getting one from a shelter, you're going to get it a lot cheaper than. And he said they were puppies, and you're going to get them a lot cheaper than if you buy it from a breeder. And I was like, "Oh," so my ass was all over that, and yeah, and there were no English bulldogs, but I mean, this is Simi when she was only, I think I had her 2 days. And I took this picture and I'll show you. There's no way that you could resist this face. No way at all. I mean, seriously. Look at that face.
Aw, oh my
She was,
goodness.
she was 6 weeks old. There was absolutely no way I wasn't bringing that dog home.
Oh my God, I would have taken her home too.
Yeah. And she was the only one. It was a litter of 12 puppies, and she's the only one with the brindle coloring.
Aw, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's my little baby.
Aw.
So, yep, that's my sweetness. And she's so smart. I mean, she like trained herself to be a therapy dog. So, I mean, that's amazing in itself.
Yeah.
And
Aw, she's adorable, Kodi.
thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you want to see one of her smiling?
Yeah. I love animals. I can't have a dog because of
Hi, Robin.
me and my mom's health issues and stuff. It's not fair to own a dog.
Right.
Because we can't take them out for walks and give them all the exercise they need and all that. So we just can't. Cats are, oh.
There you go. And that was my cat Wolfie that passed.
Aww.
There's Simi smiling.
He looks like Biatch was her name. She's got the same coloring as my cat Biatch, only she was long hair, like a not a ragdoll kitten. Anyway, but she was really cute. She looked just like that. Hey, Robin.
Yeah, my grandkids gave me Wolfie when Wolfie was about 6 weeks old, and she was a kitten that was born outside my mom's house. My mom was the crazy cat lady that fed all the stray cats, and they all had their kittens around her house.
Aww.
They'd bring them up onto her porch when they were eating and everything, and she was the only tortie. I had lost my mama kitty, my cat Lucky, who was also tortie but short-haired.
That's it, tortoiseshell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had lost her about 6 months before that, so my grandchildren, who were like 3 and 4 at the time, said, "Hey, we want to give that kitten to grandma," and they brought it over. And my daughter had mentioned that when she was a baby that the kitten looked like a little wolf pup. It didn't, but my grandkids stuck on that and said, "Here, we brought you a Wolfie."
Aww.
And they basically named her. And when your grandchildren name an animal, you can't change it. So,
that's so weird to me that you have grandchildren.
My grandkids are 16 and 14 years old.
I know, and that's just weird to me because I don't feel like we're that old. I mean, I know you're a few years older than I am, but it's just so weird.
Yep, I'll be 53 on Saturday.
Oh my goodness. You're
Thanks.
still young. You're still young.
Nice cover.
So I was in like 8th grade when you graduated from high school.
Mm-hmm. Shut up, Kathy.
Sorry.
I'm aging as we speak. Stop it.
I know, me too, right?
But yeah, so I had a cat named Wolfie.
Well, I can't wait to meet Simi and Angel. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the other cat's name.
Well, it's Mardi Gras and Onyx.
Oh, not Angel. I am so sorry.
Nope. Wendy calls her the angel kitty, and she's not. The cat's a bitch.
No.
She escaped my room today when my mom came in here, and my mom had to chase her around the house to catch her and take her back in my room.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I did know Onyx, and I don't know why Angel came out of my mouth. I don't.
No, it's okay.
Do I know somebody with a cat named Angel? That's weird.
No, but Wendy always calls her angel kitty.
Oh, well, that might be why.
Yeah.
It's kind of stuck in the back of my head. Aw.
And she's smart too, because this bitch cat, I can get in and out of this room in the wheelchair and the cat doesn't try to escape. My mom comes in carrying a bag with a bottle of soda in it and the cat's right out the door. I'm like, she saw you coming.
Like, freedom.
Yep. Well, she, the first few times she got out of my room was when Miha was still here, and Miha doesn't like other animals in her house, and she had never really met the cats, so I was afraid that she'd end up attacking the cats. And man, I don't know, it was like bitch to bitch, man. They bonded instantly, and the cat was all rubbing up on the dog, and I mean, she doesn't even do that to people. And I'm like, what is happening right now? So I think she went out there looking for Miha because she was looking all over the place while she was out there. So
Aw.
yeah. But
Poor
Miha got a home and hopefully had a good holiday.
And she's having a great life.
Yeah, I hope she got spoiled for Christmas.
She did. I'm sure she did.
So, Robin, if you want to drop the link to Good News, you can. I'll let you.
Yeah.
It's a drop your link zone. Anybody can drop your links. As long as they're not to porn, we're good. Although Good News is kind of borderline sometimes.
Right.
But not in a bad way.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
much.
Darlene, just before Christmas, she got adopted. Like a week or two before Christmas, she got adopted. Yep, I was so happy. I was so happy when I hit the link to her Pet Tango page and it came up that Miha has been adopted. I was like, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She got a forever home.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen and we have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's like China. China was 7 when we got her. So, but I know the story behind that, and it wasn't such a great story.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, I wrote out a whole thing. Thank you, Robin. I wrote out a whole, 2 sides piece of paper on her commands because they had her listed as 8 years old, but she was actually 11. And
oh wow.
So she had her commands down pat to what, she knew. Like her word for no was niet. So if you tell her Miha no, she does not know what you're saying.
Right.
You have to say Miha niet, and we did that in case anybody broke in and tried to tell her no. She wouldn't know what they were saying, so she wouldn't listen to a stranger command.
Right.
And she had different commands and different things for a different thing,
Right.
So I wrote all of that down and I asked the lady from the shelter, I said, please give this to whoever adopts her because it will make the transition easier if they know the commands she's used to,
Right.
So hopefully they did that. I hope.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
They always want to do what's best for the animal.
Yeah.
To make things easier for it. Yeah.
And what's funny is the landlord that owns the house next to me owns Donnie's house and owns the house across the street. His name is Tim. He was over there yesterday across the street, and I was like, "Hey Tim, how you doing?" And he's like, "Hey, how you been doing?" And I'm like, "I'm handling, I'm dealing with it." And he goes, "Hey, you still got your 2 dogs?" And I was like, "Well, I have one of them." And I told him why, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I can understand that." He goes, "That sounds like it would be rough on you." I'm like, "Yeah." So I told him that she did get adopted, so he was real happy about that. But it was just weird that he asked about the dogs. But
Yeah.
he has a little I think it's an Australian Shepherd, but it doesn't have that blue merle on it. It's a tricolor. She's party colors. She goes everywhere with this man,
Like
and
an
he actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She looks like a border collie, but she has no tail.
Right. That my aunt had an Australian blue heeler. Is that what it's called? I could be chopping the name or whatever, butchering the name.
But she's a beautiful little girl, and she goes absolutely everywhere with him. He has a farm in a different part of town, or just outside of town. So she's a farm dog. And what's so funny is I was going to rent a house from him, and he told me no indoor dogs. And I looked at him as his dog is running around inside the house, and I'm like, does your dog live inside? And he's like, well, yeah. I'm like, then why would you have a rule no dogs in the house? And I think he's laxed up on that because the guy next door has a Rottweiler. Donnie has 2 Chihuahuas, and then the people across the street just got a little Yorkie
Uh-huh.
named Yoda. The little Yorkie's name is Yoda. It's so funny.
Oh,
It's teeny tiny. It's like a little mini Yorkie. I mean, they're already small enough. This one's
I
like half
know.
the size. And
How
so
cute.
I think he's relaxed that rule because I told him one day I was like, I said you've had 2 houses on our street, the one across the street and the one next door, where the people did more damage than an animal ever could. I mean, the house next door to me, he had to tear out the paneling, the carpeting. Across the street, same thing.
Wow.
So I was like, there's no way a well-trained dog, I mean, at least have the discretion to meet the animals and see how well trained they are,
Right.
And so I think he laxed up his policy a little bit after I talked to him about that because I was like, you have your dog that lives in the house because she's well trained. I said, my animals are well trained. I know because I trained them all,
Right.
you know? So, I mean, now Dodge, if Dodge is left by himself, he can do some damage. Yeah, he like chewed through a door when I was gone and I was in North Carolina for 3.5 months. I came back to the same house I had been living in before that John and Issa and my son were in. And there was a big hole in the whole bottom half of the door and the inside was gone. I'm like, what in the hell happened?
Oh, wow.
And John told me that um, he had kicked the door and it put a small hole in it, and Dodge got a hold of that edge and just started eating the door. And I'm like, oh my God, why did you not fix it?
Right.
I'm like, you don't own this house. What are you doing? And yeah, Dodge can do a lot of damage, but if he's not left alone, he's fine. So, they put him in doggy daycare and stuff, or they were putting him in doggy daycare when Issa had to leave the house and things like that. So she put the dog in dog daycare and she put Talon in daycare, and I'm like, why did you have kids or pets if you don't want to take care of them? I don't get it. But Dodge also wasn't used to living in a house without another dog because he grew up with Miha constant with him, you know. So he didn't know how to deal with it when she moved and it was just Dodge. She would leave him alone and he'd start howling. And they lived in a condo, and the other people in the condo did not like the howling. And they called the cops, and the cops told her if they got one more report, she was going to get fined $1,000. So that's when they started putting him in doggy daycare, and he had a blast playing with the other dogs. So, oh, Robin, are you still here? I know you got your show starting in like half an hour, but are you still here? Do 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 do. I was going to show her the thing my mom got me. Oh well. Which good thing I'm ending the show soon because I'm gonna have to watch that video because I have 2 cigarettes left. I have to figure out how this thing works.
Oh, no. You'll figure it out.
Oh, she is here. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. I had to run inside. My mom called.
That's okay.
I didn't put
Robin.
it on mute. I thought I did.
Robin, look what my mom got me for my birthday. Oops, hold on. I gotta shut my light off because it's washing me out. My light grabber.
Nice.
Okay. My light base is on something. I have to fix that because every time I touch it, it's wobbling, and it's already fallen a couple of times, so it's scary. Look, Robin, look. Look what I got.
She got a huge bong-like thing. It's as big as her head.
Yeah, it's an arc box by Smoke. She got me.
Wow.
She got me that for my birthday.
That's not very discreet. You can't take that just anywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty bulky.
Good thing you don't go anywhere right now.
Oh, it's okay, Robin. But yeah, my mom got me that for my birthday, and it's pretty. It's prism rainbow, so it's all pretty colors. It's all purpley and blue and green.
That's awesome.
And the instructions aren't working for me. Oh, can you? Cool. I love you. because I
There
was
you
reading
go.
this,
Robin will know what to do.
right? I was reading the instructions and I was following the instructions and it was not working. Although I did finally get it to work. I did. I just had to get it on a certain screen or something on this stupid interface things. Yeah, of course I put batteries in it.
See if
Is
you
that like
smoke
is that
cigarettes,
like is that one of those things like did you turn the computer on?
right?
Yeah, my daughter, the one that hates me, she actually went to the store to pick it up for my mom because my mom said she wouldn't know what to get. So my daughter uses this one. And so she got me the same one she gets. And she had spare batteries. So she charged them for me and my mom wrapped them up and she goes, "Here, so you have extra batteries." And yeah, and I opened the box and there was no batteries in the box. So I'm like, it's a good thing she gave me the extras because they
Right, Robin? Yeah.
it didn't come with any and it wasn't supposed to. My mom was not happy. She said with the price she paid for this thing, it should have come with batteries. But yeah, and I did manage to put the batteries in correctly. So, that was a step in the right direction.
Nice.
And I changed the interface colors to purple. So I did manage to do that. And I did get it so that if it's on a certain screen, it actually works. If it's on the TC something blah blah blah, it actually vapes.
Nice.
So, and she got me this giant thing of freaking e-juice. It's called American Patriots. It's by Tobacco Naked.
American Pie? Or what?
Patriot.
Patriot, my bad.
With the
I
size of
don't know
the
where I got American Pie from.
I don't know, but
The
look at
movie.
you can't see it, but
It's
look at the
huge.
size of the bottle's huge. It's 60 milliliters. I'm like, holy crap. Yeah, it came with 2 different coils. Ugh, this picture's horrible with light on. It came with 2 different coils, and she bought me a pack of 3. So I have spare coils, and it came with a spare tank.
Okay, nice. Once you figure that sucker out, you let me know. I'll go get one for myself.
It does seem harsher than the vape pens. So
Yeah,
I
I've
don't know.
only used vape pens before, and they're like, $30 or something. They were crap, basically.
Hold on one sec. That's funny. My phone rings and the dog comes running. Hold on 1 minute.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to come visit Simi one day. You're the bonus, Kodi. Hey, Robin, can you get them without? Well, I guess you can buy the juice without nicotine. I just like to blow smoke out. I don't know. I like to inhale and blow smoke out.
Well, my mom told my daughter to tell them that I was a heavy smoker. So she told them that at the vape place and they gave her 12 milligram
Oh,
nicotine level. But the juice that I was using before is 24 milligram and I was fine with it. I'm just wondering if maybe the wattage or voltage or whatever is turned up too high and it's burning it too fast. I don't know. But I mean, I'll get used to it. I'll just take small puffs.
or you could do like Eric does, or not Eric, Mimikyu. I don't know how to say his name.
Ted?
Backed by Silver, yeah, Ted.
Yeah.
And buy the other stuff and then add that flavor to it to make it last longer.
Sub-ohm is more. See, now she's speaking a different language.
The sub-ohm? What the heck is that, Robin?
It's more harsh.
Hey, Wes.
I mean, I see all these things on the screen, but I don't know what they mean. This is why I wasn't using a mod before. Remember I said the mods would probably be too complicated? Yeah, I could get a 0 milligram and mix it. I could do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that it lessens the whatever. But it would be really cool if I could get 0 milligrams and be able to just inhale and blow out smoke and be happy.
Yeah, you can do that.
I don't really need, I might need a little nicotine at the beginning to wean off of it, but I just really like inhaling and blowing out smoke. I don't know. It's weird.
It's a really advanced one. Great. This thing with all the complications and the screens and this and that, no, but This thing should be washing the dishes for me. Okay.
Right? If it's got a screen, that touch screen on it, and you have options, it should be doing the housework.
Mm. I mean, I can't even turn it off. I go to press the what's called fire key. It says to hold it down for 5 seconds. All that does is time me out, but the thing won't turn off. So I'm like, okay, that's not working. Apparently it's going to stay on.
Of course, I do get worried about the kind of stuff that they put in those, the juice.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get the juices that are made in the United States, because the ones that
Right,
are,
because you don't want any weird crap that you're inhaling and it's messing up your lungs either. I mean, smoking isn't that great either, but it's definitely better than putting toxic chemicals in there too. I mean, I know that smoking does that too. Never mind, I'm going to shut my mouth.
Yeah, my mom said that my daughter's been using hers. She's got the same one. She's been using it for a year and hasn't had any problems. So, yeah, yeah,
hobby?
yeah. Oh, yeah. They have people that build mods for other people and
Wow.
that build mods and sell them and stuff like that. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You learn all kinds of new stuff.
Me, I'm just like, how the hell do I open it to fill it? The button wouldn't push. I had to put my gloves on to get a better grip on the damn thing because it's so small. Yeah. I'm
If I could put THC in it, I'd be great. Of course, I guess I could get THC cartridges, but then I'd have to put it in their special pens.
Yeah.
I'm happy with gummies.
There you go. Because you're a gummy girl in a gummy world.
That's right. What does Kevin say? Gummy bear, gummy bear. Kevin,
yeah, I have to use a magnifying glass to see what this thing says on it. I mean, it's so tiny.
Robin, my vision isn't good anymore to see anything. I seriously need to go to the eye doctor before I go to the DMV to get my license changed over. Because I don't think I'll pass the eye exam.
On the screen that says TC-NI, it says 200 F, and then the ohms is 0.29. And
Did you see what Larry said? I'm sorry, Kodi, I don't mean to interrupt you, but do you see what he wrote?
Yeah.
That's funny coming from Larry.
And the watt is at 40. So I have no idea what any of that means. If that's good or bad or too high, or I have no idea.
I love your balloons, Kodi. They're great.
Thank you.
So cute.
I thought it would be festive.
It is. I think Larry's had a couple of hams.
I was able to adjust the oxygen flow to it. And that cut down on the harshness a little bit, because I think I was getting too much at once, because I'm not used to mods. I'm used to vape pens. So
yeah, that's all too complicated for me. I mean, I'm pretty smart and I learn easily, but
40 is too high for 12 meg. Okay.
Thank goodness we have Robin.
Right?
Exactly.
It won't let me.
Right on, Larry. Ham it up, honey.
That's okay. Robin's eating.
Oh.
I don't know how to change it screen so I can adjust the watts on it. I don't know how to fix it. Every time I hit the down button, it changes the big number. Now it's at 215. Because when I hit the fire button, it went up to like 275. And
She said click it 3 times.
Click 3 times. Nope. Oh. Aha. Well, now it says I'm on the power screen and it says 8W.
Bye, Darlene. Take care.
Oh, I want it to change the big number. Gotcha. Hey, Kevin. Gummy bear. Gummy
Kevin.
bear. Kathy was looking for you earlier, Kevin.
Yeah, I was. My mom opened one of her presents, and it was those, well, y'all call them cranberry, those little bottles. I think there was 5 of them. I got them from Lori. She just opened them, and she was like, oh my gosh, these are Amberina. She was so excited, and she was looking them up and down. She loved the one with the little feathers stuck in it, and she's excited. She can't wait to wash them up and use them. She wants to take pictures of them so she can paint them. So I wanted to tell you thank you so much. Y'all did a groovy job, and I'm so happy with that. Whenever my mama's happy, I'm happy. So I wanted to give you and Lori a compliment and thank you for that. There, I said it. But they are Amberina. She did, my grandpa, her 96-year-old father, is a humongous glass addict. He collected it. They had tons of it.
Robin, I love you.
Amberina was one of his favorite things. And my mom was looking at him under her light, and she's like, oh my gosh, look at all that orange and yellow under the light. She said, this is Amberina. It looks like cranberry, but it's Amberina. So thank you, Kevin and Lori.
Robin, I love you. Thank you. Yay.
Okay, Jen, you know what? You can go shove it up your...
Ha!
Roll Tide! Georgia just did their homework in the weeks they had off. The week they had off, I guess. But I still love you, Cajun.
I can't say anything against Georgia, or my neighbor won't do me any more favors.
Well, you know what? He's not saying, go LSU, go Tigers.
Hey, Kristen.
Come back when you can say that, Chris.
Yeah. So there. I remember those little bottles. They were very cute. I like them.
Yeah, my mom loves them. She was in there for probably 45 minutes playing with them. I'm like, oh, well, mama's happy. It's all good.
Right? Kristen, how goes...
Sorry.
Kristen, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
How goes the funding to get to Tucson? Kristen's been doing bead sales to try and get her funding to go to Tucson Gem Show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that damn chihuahua was out there barking and my dog is not happy.
You know what, Cajun? It wouldn't have mattered. Go SEC, right? That's all that matters.
I appreciate that, Robin. I love you. Thank you so much. Because, I mean, they tell you what to do to get to the settings, but they don't tell you what the settings mean. I'm like, hello. So, thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's much gentler now. Much better. Thank you.
I've been waiting for Chris to do that to me.
I didn't want to have to tell my mom that I haven't been able to figure out how to use it.
Well, Wes, normally Bama would have won, but, you know, it was just a repeat of the SEC championship game. And, you know, Georgia obviously did their homework. And like Chris said.
Well, I hope you get the funds you need, Kristen, because Tucson Gem Show is awesome.
Oh, Kristen. I was like, why does Chris want to go to a gem show?
He doesn't. There's no plush there.
I know, right? Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. That's right. It's all about SEC.
It's all about none of that shit in this chat because
Cincinnati thought they could come in and beat Bama. Whatever. Sorry.
Yay, sports talk.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's Chris's fault.
You notice I don't bring it up very often, but
I know.
I am an avid football fan. Well, for my two teams, but
Oh my golly. All right. All right. We're going to be shut down in a little bit, very shortly.
no, Clemson.
So,
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, it's almost 6:00.
yep. It is almost time for good news.
Cajun's busy selling 5 Nights at Freddy plush on Amazon. That's where he's been.
And there's the link for good news. What did you say about me, Chris? Yeah, Kevin, I'm about to be out and it's my channel.
I'm sorry,
Chris.
Kevin.
Chris, I can't stand the color orange, okay? So I don't care anything about Clemson. All I like is their paw print because it came from an actual tiger. That's it. Hey,
If I
Alex.
were to say go Red Sox, would you be happy? I don't know.
Well, I'd be a little more like, yeah, go Red Sox, and that'd be about it.
Right, but no, I mean Kevin Lori's a huge Boston Red Sox fan and
Yeah.
Patriots fan, so I rarely talk about sports.
I know.
But Chris likes to poke the bear when it comes to Alabama.
Yeah, well, bears don't like to get poked, FYI.
Right? Don't poke the bear.
Look, there's a North American brown bear. He's angry. I think I'll poke him. Ah, he's angry. He's angry.
Bye, Ron. I think we're all going to be heading over to. I know that Cody's got to let the doggy out, but
yeah, I got to put Simpsons outside and give her food. For some reason, she seems to want to eat daily. I don't know.
Darn dogs.
I know, right? So needy.
Right? I know my cats. They like to be fed like 4 times a day.
Yeah, Cajun, that's the pussy way to do it. Poking bears virtually.
Right.
Quiet, Copper Top.
That bear in person.
Quiet there, Copper Top.
Copper Top. Sorry. We love Chris.
Yes, we do. Mana. All right, everyone. I know there's already a ton of people over in the good news chat, just waiting impatiently. So I posted the link, and I will throw it in there again.
Groovy.
Boom. It's actually ending about now, Alex. Sorry. Usually I try and run them about 3 hours. I went about 4 today. So
yeah, you went over today.
I did.
Sorry.
It's nothing for you to be sorry for.
Groovy.
I'm gonna be losing a few hours anyway, although I do have over 5,000, so losing a few from the when I started isn't that big of a deal, but I figured, I'd squeeze in an extra hour.
Well, it's a running 365 day, only 1 day drops off behind it, so it's not that big of a deal as long as you're consistent. So you're not losing anything.
My 1 year anniversary is on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
I'm doing lives because I started on my birthday.
Nice.
Bye, Robin. I do have to take care of the dog, but I will be there eventually.
I will be right over, Robin.
Yeah. So I hope everybody has a good night and go see Good News with Robin and Victoria because they are absolutely hysterical. Go to the bathroom first because you will pee yourself. Okay? Fair warning to everybody. You will. And I hope everybody has a good night. Kathy, again, congratulations on your 2-year anniversary today.
Thank you.
I love you, my giggle girl.
I love you too.
Everybody behave, and if you can't behave, don't name it after me. Bye.